This hearing is called in reference to the following measures authored by this representation. Senate Bill number 1470, entitled An Act Creating the Philippine Charity Office. And Senate Resolution number 577, which seeks to investigate in aid of legislation the recent controversies besetting the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. Over the last two joint public hearings that we conducted, we resolved that there's really a need to amend the antiquated 83-year-old charter of the PCSO to strengthen the agency's mechanisms for accountability and to limit the discretion of its fund utilization. Yung mga na-establish din doon, yung wedding operations remain unabated. No? And that's the reason why we invited most of the police officials involved in the eradication of illegal, the legal numbers games. Andito yung mga, mamaya anyway, we will acknowledge you in a while. Also, during the last hearing, we heard the sentiments of the different or the various recipients of the PCSO's mandatory contributions. Ito something that we have to review also. Kasi sumama na yung dating earmarks, dumami ng masyado yung mga earmarks, no, na halos malumpon na rin yung pondo ng PCSO because these are mandatory with the passage of several special laws. Na-take up din during the last hearings yung sa STL, yung mga contributions to the different agencies, including districts, you know. And I remember I raised the question kung paano maliliquidate kung sa mga congressmen papadala yung share from the STL. PNP, fine, because it goes through the finance center, di ba? And these are reallocated to the different units involved in the operations and for other purposes. And then third, finally, yung isang ito yung mga salient features, ano, na mga points na discuss natin. We also discussed the plan for a nationwide online lottery system, and we would like to find out from PCSO itself kung ano yung view nila dito. Having said that, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of our resource persons headed by the newly appointed chairman, Anselmo Simeon Patron Pinili. Good morning, welcome, and congratulations sa new appointment. The General Manager, Alex Balutan, is also here. We also have the members of the board, Attorney Jesus Manuel Suntay. Good morning, sir. Ms. Sandra Cam, of course, is also here. Sino ba yung board? Mr. Marlon Balite, also a member of the board. We also invited and we acknowledge the presence of our friends from the GCG. No, sila naman yung controlling, more or less. Kayo nagre-renew ng mga reappointments o yung contracts ng mga board members, di ba? GCG. They will have to pass through GCG. Also, of course, the Director Jean Tupas and Director Michael Pabalinas. And our representatives from the COA, Director Kabigting and Ms. Belen Ladines. We also have in our midst Mr. Charlie Atong Ang, as a resource person. And yung mga PNP, kindly introduce yourselves and your designations, please.
Sir, I'm Police Chief Superintendent Magaway from the Directorate for Intelligence.
Okay.
Sir, good morning, sir. I'm Police Chief Superintendent Lorimer Detran, sir, from the Directorate for Controllership, sir.
Good morning, sir. Senior Superintendent Walter Castilleos from the Directorate for Police Community Relations.
Morning, sir. Police Chief Superintendent Romulo Sapitula, RD Region 1.
Good morning, sir. Police Chief Superintendent Jose Maria Espino, Regional Director, PRO2, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Chair, to the members of the committee. I'm Police Chief Superintendent Licop, Emmanuel Licop. I'm the RD of PRO4B.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, sir, and other members of the committee. I am Police Chief Superintendent Mao Ara Plaska, the Regional Director of PNP Calabarzon.
Good morning, sirs. I'm Police Chief Superintendent Eric Reyes. I'm from the Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management.
Good morning, sirs. I'm Police Chief Superintendent Wilbin Mayor from the Directorate for Operations.
Good morning, sirs, ma'am. I am Police Chief Superintendent Carlito Feliciano, the DRDA of PRO 6.
Morning, sirs. Police Chief Superintendent Corpus, Regional Director, Central Luzon.
Morning, sir. I'm Police Senior Superintendent Ronald D. Pangasinan, Provincial Police Officer.
Good morning, sir. I'm Police Senior Superintendent Romeo M. Karamat Jr., the Provincial Director of Bulacan.
Good morning, sirs. I'm Police Senior Superintendent Cecilio Ison Jr., Provincial Director of Lagunas, PPO, sir.
Good morning, sirs. I am Police Senior Superintendent Jerry F. Biaris, the Provincial Director of Camarines Sur Police Provincial Office.
Everybody has been recognized. Ito na yung rules of the game, very gently, yung admonition. We are here to amend the charter. This inquiry, parang inquiry na rin to, or investigation, is in aid of legislation, and we must always bear that in mind. Kung meron kayong mga pips dyan, o meron kayong gustong sabihin, do it in such a way na magkakaintindihan tayo, hindi yung lalo tayo magkakalabuan. It's just a gentle reminder. And if there are resource persons who may wish to make some statements, opening statements, you may do so, but you're limited to 3 minutes. And after that, you will just have to respond to questions from the senators or the members of the committee present. And also, with the permission of my colleagues, may I allow Congressman Villaperte to also propound his questions, kasi anyway, he's also a member of the lower house. He's a legislator like us. So, with your permission, sirs, may I allow him to also propound the questions sa mga resource persons. So, with that, would you like to kick off? Sige.
Good morning to our chairman of this committee, Senator Lacson, distinguished members, Senator Gringo and Senator Manny Pacquiao, resource persons here with us. Thank you for this opportunity, giving me time to make a presentation of what is happening in Camarines Sur with regards to the operation of the AAC as authorized by the PCSO. I will tackle basically 4 issues on the agenda. A background, various infractions of the STL-IRR, conclusion and proposals. On just as a backgrounder, on February 22, 2017, Even Chance and PCSO entered into an agency agreement for small town lottery in the province of Camarines Sur. Even Chance undertook to, among others, faithfully and strictly comply with its duties and obligations as provided for in the STL-IRR and other rules and regulations that may be issued by the PCSO. However, Even Chance as an AAC has been committing gross violations of the duties and obligations outlined in the STL-IRR. As early as July, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Camarines Sur has passed a resolution imploring PCSO to cancel and revoke the franchise of Even Chance due to various IRR violations. On August 2, Mr. Chair, numerous infractions of Even Chance was raised during the 2018 pre-budget committee hearing of PCSO. On November 8, the PCSO, through its general manager, received a letter from my office highlighting all the violations of the current AACs and to stop immediately the illegal operations of Even Chance. No response was received, So on December 7, I wrote a follow-up letter and no response was made. On December 11, a hearing was conducted by the House Committee on Games and Amusements regarding the alleged irregularities and abuses of Even Chance and urged the PCSO to swiftly act on violations of the IRR and various pertinent laws. We received a letter on December 19 from PCSO GM Balutan saying that they are conducting an ongoing investigation. To date, Mr. Chair, Even Chance is still operating illegally in Camarines Sur. And despite the overwhelming preponderance of evidence against it, which I will present later, PCSO responded by they are still investigating the matter. The basic infractions as outlined in the IRR basically is, number one, Even Chance is accepting bets from minors who are evidently below 18 years of age. Can I play may you permit me to play a video of a minor betting? You know, that's a minor, and the Even Chance representative is accepting a bet. That's clearly a violation of the IRR. And next slide, please. This was committed not only once, twice, but hundreds of times in the town of Pasacao. If you can see, that boy in shorts is betting and the Even Chance representative is accepting. Next slide, please. Another minor betting. Mr. Chair, if you will note, in an umbrella in a street, which is not allowed, because as per the IRR, not only minors are allowed to bet, Even Chance, as an AAC, is only allowed to accept bets in authorized stations, not ambulant mobile places. Next, please. This was all presented to PCSO as early as November. We had an hearing on December 11. And they say they were investigating, but no response. On December 19, we took the initiative again. December 19, and up to this date, they are still accepting bets from minors. Can you imagine, no? Tapos nasa kalye po, na malinaw naman pong bawal yan. So this is further supported, Mr. Chair, by sworn statements of residents, their parents, highlighting the date, time, place of where these bets were being placed and where the violations took place. As you can see, Mr. Chair, these are various affidavits. We took it upon ourselves to give already the evidence because while PCSO is saying they're investigating, malinaw na po, may affidavit, may picture, fully documented. So, this is a clear violation of the IRR na sabi po, only the STL games and other PCSO lottery products as may be mandated or authorized only to individuals 18 years old and above. No bets must be accepted from minors personally or by other persons on their behalf. So without a doubt, the affidavits, photographs, and videos clearly and evidently show that Even Chance is selling tickets and taking bets from minors in violation of Section 18D of the STL IRR. Additionally, the Philippines is a state party to the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. As such, our government is supposed to enforce its commitment in protecting our children from harmful influence with every undertaking possible. Even Chance is clearly not only in violation of STL IRR, but also our national and international laws. Second violations, Even Chance are collecting bets outside stations, substations. The following piece of evidence show that Even Chance supposed sales representatives are collecting bets outside the premises of its STL station and substation. As you can see in the photo again, this woman is taking bets outside of an authorized substation. Next slide. Another proof that they're taking bets in the streets, which is not allowed. Next, please. A mobile bet taker, nakamotor po, na malinaw naman po sa guidelines that the station or substation should be authorized and they should be 100 meters away from the schools or places of worship. We presented this evidence as early as November. They have not acted despite the hearing. Again, on December 19 and continuously, they're still violating. Nakita nyo naman po, nagpapataya sa gilid ng kung saan-saan po. Next, please. These are additional proof. And this did not happen only once. Ito, nagpapataya sa bahay niya na hindi naman authorized. Yan, nakamotor. Pakiplay nga ng video ulit. Ito po, can you play the video? Ito po, malinaw po. Nasa bisikleta siya, mobile. PCSO cannot claim that the current operations of STL is the legal gambling and not wetting. But, this is clearly wetting. You cannot, when you say that this is legal, but lahat ng operation po illegal. So, these operations outside the vicinity of its STL operations and substations are tantamount to an unauthorized establishment of STL substations and substations. Clear violation. At malino po, sabi ng IRR, an STL agency agreement may be suspended, cancelled, revoked, or terminated on the ground of unauthorized establishment of substations. Hindi naman po nag-action ulit despite the preponderance of evidence. So, in view of the foregoing, even chance authority to operate an STL should be revoked immediately and their bond forfeited. I've presented it numerous times, no action pa rin, Mr. Chair, from the PCSO. Another violation as per DIR, that dapat po mag-comply ang AAC sa PCSO prescribed uniform and ID. Ito po mga patunay, nakita niyo naman yung babae, walang ID, walang uniform, hindi po sila sumusunod sa prescription ng PCSO IRR. Next please. Ito rin po, hindi naka-uniforme. Na malino naman that sales force and other employees with PCSO prescribed uniforms and identification cards must be strictly worn and prominently displayed when they are on duty. So without a doubt, the sales force and other employees of Even Chance are not wearing PCSO prescribed uniforms and IDs in violation of its duties and responsibilities under the STL IRR. Fourth violation, Even Chance issues tickets not within PCSO prescribed form and design. Next. Ang PCSO prescribed form nasa kaliwa, ang ginagamit po ng Even Chance nasa kanan, gumagamit po sila ng ganyang form na may QR code on the right na identical. When you use a QR code, it should not be identical, it should be distinct. Tapos, Mr. Chair, will also provide you a copies. Ito po ang mga, aside from that, ito po, Mr. Chair, ang ginagamit nilang pataya na malinaw naman po na hindi prescribed form. Wetting po to, wetting po. Hindi to legal po. Saka each violation po is one act of falsification. And this, since this is government, this is COA-approved, malinaw po. At nung nag-hearing po kami sa Congress, ang sagot po ng PCSO, nagulat po kami, dinipdepensahan nila, ang sabi po nila, baka hindi naman taga-Even Chance yan. So, if we took it upon ourselves, malinaw po, ayan po, nagpataya, may ID, yun yung illegal na form. So, malinaw na po, kami na po, we're doing the job. Sabi nila kasi hindi raw, baka illegal raw, bukis. Malinaw po yan, may ID, next please. Yung may ID nagpataya, may pangalan, we will provide this committee the time, date, place of when it happened, and dyan rin po. So, eto na po yun, you cannot deny the fact that Even Chance employees are the one issuing illegal tickets. So again, malinaw po ang violation. Section 22 of the STL IRR provides that AAC shall use official tickets receipts either printed by the PCSO or AAC in accordance with the prescribed form and design of PCSO. Even Chance has been committing the crime of falsification for each instance of using the non-prescribed form which the Commission on Audit approved. Number 5, fifth violation. Even Chance, as the AAC of the PCSO, fails to remit the agreed PMRR. On February 22, 2017, PCSO entered into an agency agreement with Even Chance showing an agreed PMRR of 124,413,525 per month. Based on the record submitted to us in the Committee on Games in Congress, first month remittance ng Even Chance, instead of remitting 124 million as per agreement, ang niremit lang po nila, Mr. Chairman, is 154,000. So from March to October po, may shortfall, ang dapat na remit po ng even chance is 995,308,200 million pesos. Ang na-remit pa lang ng even chance is 101,738,444 or a shortfall of 893,569,756 million as of October only. If you will compute siguro as of December, may isang bilyon na po na defraud sa gobyerno. At nakalagay po sa IRR nila that the branch office should remit within 5 days to the PCSO if they have not remitted on time, as per commitment. Within 5 days, nakalagay po doon. Ano po, mag-isang taon na po. Walang aksyon. And nakakalungkot, yung Pangasinan AAC po was revoked due to non-remittance of PMRR. And yet ang Camarines Sur AAC nila, malinaw naman na hindi nakaka-remit, yung records galing sa inyo, hindi pa rin yung nire-revoke at yung bond hindi fino-forfeit. Nakalagay po, the cash bond shall be forfeited in the event that it is duly established that the AAC is in default of its obligation under its authority. Hindi po sila mag-iisang taon na po, default na po. Wala kayong aksyon, hindi nyo ni-revoke, hindi nyo finorfeit ang bond, at malinaw rin sa IRR nyo na pag hindi nagbayad, aside from forfeiting the bond, dapat i-replenish yan ng AAC. So hindi nyo na finorfeit, hindi nyo pina-replenish, continuous ang violation. At nakakatawa po na ang agreed PMRR po is 124 million, but PCSO unilaterally, on their own decision, in violation of the agreement, lowered the PMRR, Mr. Chair. Based on the last hearing, ang sabi nila, hindi na raw 124 million ng PMRR. Sila na po nagdesisyon na 61 million na lang raw. Despite I have assigned the certification that it's 124. But let's say that in-adjust nila yung PMRR. Let's say it's allowed, although it's not allowed. The government was still defrauded the amount of 393 million from March to October alone. So, and the PCSO board cannot unilaterally lower the amount of the PMRR because Section 16 says, pag provisionary test run lang, ang sabi, non-negotiability of the PMRR. Hindi kayo allowed na magbaba ng PMR dahil based on the rules you've set, it's non-negotiable. But in the budget, in the hearing conducted in the House Committee on Games, you were under oath, on record, you said that since probationary, you're allowed to lower it. So, you're violating all your own rules. So, then 6th violation po, it does not remit charges due to the government. May breakdown yan, ang mga dues na dapat ma-remit sa munisipyo, sa probinsya. I will provide this committee certifications issued by the various treasurers of various municipalities. Nandiyan ba ho ba? Ito po, mga certification from various treasurer na hindi nila ng PCSO nag-remit ng what is due them. So again, in violation of their own IRR. Sa probinsya rin ng Camarines Sur, hindi rin sila nagre-remit. Ang sabi po nila dun sa hearing sa Congress, under oath na nag-remit sila, may certification po sa amin na hindi sila totally nag-remit. Then number 7 po, operations of even chance and AACs across the country does not secure business permits for its operations. Ang sabi po ng PCSO, since the AAC are only mere agents of the PCSO and they are extensions of the PCSO, they are not allowed, they are not mandated to get business permits. And the basis for that is meron o silang Supreme Court decision na pinag-aralan po ng abogado namin, wala naman pong Supreme Court decision saying that they are exempted. They are quoting the case, Basco versus Pagcor, nang sabi ng Supreme Court noon, exempted ang Pagcor from local taxes and permits, pero malino po, sa charter nakalagay po yun ng Pagcor. Doon sa RA 1169 and 1869.
Pero sa PCSO Charter, yung Republic Act 1169, wala naman pong provision saying that they are exempt from taxes. And yet, they insist on saying that they are not allowed. They are not, the AACs are not allowed. They're not required to get. So, malinaw po. And Mr. Chair, I would like to also give you the draft executive order from the Office of the President saying that AACs should comply with business permits. Despite the stand of the PCSO saying that hindi kailangan ng business permit sa locality, na malinaw naman nakalagay sa local government code, not any business activity within the jurisdiction should get a business permit. Ang stand ng PCSO, hindi raw kailangan, but the League of Provinces was provided a draft copy of the draft executive order of the President for signing na saying na kailangan mag-comply. So what I'm saying is, the AACs have been operating since January last year without business permits, again in clear violation of the local government code and other pertinent laws. So, ang gusto ko rin i-point out as number 8, inaward po ng STL sa even chance as an AAC despite the fact that it was recommended by the SMG na disqualified sila. Ang sabi, disqualified raw sila dahil hindi na nila na-meet yung criteria for PMRR. And when we asked the PCSO then, why did you still award it to them despite the disqualification? They said that it was the board's decision. So, disqualified in award, ngayon hindi nakakamit ng PMRR and you still continue, let them continue. And malinaw po dun sa qualification nyo sa IRR that 50% of the qualification for awarding an AAC is the PMRR. And yet, despite the fact that they have not met the PMRR in award nyo. And if you can see, ito, next slide. Ito po, ito galing document sa PCSO. Ang nagbid po sa Camarines Sur, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 companies po ang nag-bid. Yung Lucky V Prime, ang PMRR po nila is 155 million. Yung BHRO Lottery, 88 million. Concord Amusement, 88. Fairways Management, 79. Even Chance, 61 million, DNQ nila. Halsayon 100 Corporation, DQ 70 million. STEM Gaming Corporation 350 million. DNQ. Ang pinakamababang PMRR dito, even chance, and inaward pa rin ninyo. So, napakaraming chance naman na binibigyan nyo sa even chance. So, significantly, the PMRR criterion constitutes the heaviest weight in the determination of the most responsible proposal. And yet, even chance, despite not meeting the criteria, was awarded. So, Mr. Chair, based on the overwhelming preponderance of evidence against even chance, they have without doubt repeatedly violated and are still violating STL implementing rules and regulations. Even chance is clearly engaged in illegal gambling in the guise of operating a lawful STL. These badges of wetting operations demonstrate that even chance is actually engaged in an illegal numbers game, which constitutes a ground to revoke, suspend, or cancel its authority to engage in STL under Section 27I of the STL. So, I strongly believe, Mr. Chair, that this is not only happening in Camarines Sur. This is happening nationwide. The government is being defrauded, a lot of laws being violated. PCSO, by saying that the AAC are their agent and their extension, by that legal definition alone, if you allow your agent to violate, then you are violating, you are liable. So, as workers in government, we need to act swiftly. And in aid of legislation, Mr. Chair, which we will discuss later, napakarami talagang loopholes on this. And I really feel that not only the IRR and various guidelines as set by PCSO have been violated, but I think the charter itself, later we will discuss, should be discussed. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and honorable members of this body.
Congressman Villaferte. The chair recognizes the presence of the distinguished Majority Leader, Senator Tito Soto. Good morning, sir. That was supposed to be my first question eh. Could this be microscopic? Ito ba'y posibleng representative of what's actually happening in the in all the areas na may nag-ooperate ng STL? Please respond, PCSO.
Yes, Your Honor. I am General Manager Alexander Balutan, sir. First of all the violations that was mentioned by the Honorable Representative Luis Raymond El Rey Villaperte, we are not tolerating that for the record. In fact, immediately after the last congressional hearing last December, we summoned the PNP to and asked them to investigate these violations because as far as we are concerned, kami po ay walang police power. The PCSO has no law enforcement authority. So we just coordinate with other law enforcement agencies like the NBI, PNP, CIDG. Even we asked the Armed Forces of the Philippines, yung intelligence nila, to look into this because nahihirapan po kaming to really tingnan kung ano talaga yung mga violation nito. But for the record, Mr. Chairman, that we are not tolerating anything that is violative of the IRR. And I understand that the questions that was raised by Honorable Villaperte is now at the court. Meron pong case ngayon na inilodge against the even chance versus the LGUs. I think 23 mayors. And it's ongoing, sir. It's ongoing, Your Honor.
Well taken, ano? Pero nasa inyo pa yung ultimate responsibility kasi kayo yung regulatory eh. You cannot just point to the PNP.
Yes, sir.
For not doing their job in the area of law enforcement. Kayo pa rin yung ultimately responsible kasi kayo nagre-regulate, kayo nag-i-issue ng
Yeah.
ano ba tawag doon? License ba yung ni-issue nyo? Or contract?
Authority, sir.
Authority.
Authority to operate, sir.
Yeah, authority to operate. Magkano ba yung, anyway, nandito na rin si dating governor naman siya, at nandito rin yata yung provincial director ng Kamsur, hindi ba? Okay. Magkano ba talaga actual daily gross collection sa Camarines Sur? Yung actual, wag na muna itong PMRR. Based on our own source or sources, ang daily doon, please correct me if I'm wrong, 5 million a day. Malaki yung Kamsur eh. Nasa mga 5 million a day. So kung 5 million a day, easily 150 million a month. So why would ever chance be given that leeway to submit a PMRR of only 61 million pesos a month? So we're losing at least 80, 90 million easily, di ba? In revenues. Well, talking of gross, gross collection. So, Kamsur, PD, sa pag-alam mo, magkano ang daily collection dyan sa Kamsur?
Good morning, sirs. Based on their papers I am handling now, sir, for the month of May, a total sales
Hindi yung based on what you have, kasi official yan eh. Ang tinatanong ko yung actual, based on the actual collection, even before the STL was allowed to operate. No?
Yes, sir. Probably,
Yung based
more
on
or
your
less, sir,
intelligence,
5 million, sir, more or less, sir.
5 million, di ba?
Yes, sir. Opo, sir.
So, see, PCSO, yes.
Mr. Chair, yung kasi kawawa naman yung police eh. Every time na may hearing, sinasisi yung police. Pero malino naman po sa Section 21 that any illegal gambling and related activities should be reported immediately to the PCSO or any of its branch office, the conduct, presence, or existence of any illegal unauthorized gambling. Nasa mandate nyo yan eh. Tsaka, nireport na ho namin tumatagal. And with all due respect, General, when you say you don't tolerate, it's been going on every day since the past. Saka, Mr. Chair, I would like to clarify, yung sinabi po nilang kaso, the mayors filed TRO and now under injunction on the basis of the need to for the AACs to apply for a mayor's permit. Yun lang po yun. So iba po yun. It does not stop the PCSO from acting on these allegations or evidences despite the TRO being done. Iba po yun eh. Kasi when you say may case na, hindi na kami makagalaw, iba po yun. That issue is different. The issue being raised now is weteng is being conducted. And sad to say, may ginagamit ID. And going back to the point of the chairman, mga 5 million po a day, yan talaga. But hindi nga nare-report directly because how can the PCSO, the COA, and the agencies monitor kung ang ginagamit na for papelitos? Kung talagang gusto natin i-stamp out ito, dapat monitor digital galing sa POS, mobile handheld terminal, na pagtaya, like Lotto, direkto sa central terminal. Because sabi ko nga, if it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's a duck. So meaning, kung inaalaw nyo yung weteng mag-operate sa ganyan sa papelitos, inaalaw nyo lahat ng proseso ginagamit ng weteng noon, yun rin nangyari. Weteng yan, Mr. Chair. Thank you po.
With the permission of Senator Soto, kasi ikaw naman yung chairman ng Committee on Rules, we suspended the rules and allow Congressman Villaperto to also ask questions.
It's unnecessary. He, being a member of Congress or the House of Representatives, even the plenary session is they are even allowed in the plenary session.
Thank you, Your Honor. You know, what was presented is very relevant and important to sa tinatakil nating issue. The issue at hand is, you know, if we are to incorporate in the bill that we are about to report out sa floor, yung operasyon na STL, we must plug all loopholes. Kasi kung papayagan natin, ibabatas na natin ito, and you're not able to address all these problems, all these concerns, then we might not as well allow the operation of STL. Hindi ba? It makes sense. Hindi nyo kayang i-contain, hindi nyo kayang i-control, why would we incorporate the operation of STL sa bill na itatakil sa floor? Ako rin na mako-question dyan doon pagdating ng interpellation, di ba? Because I cannot justify a PMRR or a submission of ever chance na 61 million contrary to what the provincial director himself has testified na 5 million a day. So kung 5 million a day, simple arithmetic, di ba, 150 million. So Camarines Sur pa lang yan. Kaya ang tanong ko nga, representative ba ito ng nangyayari all over? So we must be losing billions of pesos. So for example, in a month, ngayon, sa existing operation ng STL based on PMRRs, magkano yung gross monthly? The whole area.
We are averaging 1.7 billion a month, Your Honor.
1.7 billion a month, no? Kung susundin natin yung nandito rin yung and this may be validated by them, daily gross collection, NCR nasa mga 30 to 34 million daily, CAR 8.4, Region 1 22, more or less 2022, Region 2 nasa mga 14 15, Region 3 40 to 45, Region 4 nasa mga 50 million. Regional ito, collection. 4B, nasa mga 7.5. Region 5, nasa mga 19. So, pag tinotal mo ito, easily, monthly, this is 6.05 billion compared to 1.7 billion that you're actually receiving now, hindi ba, from your AACs. So, imagine, if you're losing 4 billion a month, in gross, we're talking gross here, para apples to apples, ang laki na nawawala. Not even half nung potentially na ko-collect, hindi na ko-collect. So, kindly...
That's correct, sir. We are in the business since 2016, saka lang po na kami nag-report. Nakaka-isang taon pa lang na mahigit. Kaya we acknowledge that there's still a venue to improve the IRR especially. But the PMRR is that we computed that, kaya kinumpute po namin sa population and they agreed 30% of the voting population sa 2016, then 750 per day because there are 3 draws, 250, 250, and 250, then 30 days, that's the minimum. So that's the computation, sir. But the actual gross of the AACs that we have to agree or kailangan maimbestigahan po yan para malaman talaga natin kung magkano ang kinikita ng mga AACs na ito. So they are on test period for 1 year and we will again convene the board and the SMG to look into this because marami na po kaming nakalinya for disqualification sa AACs natin for not fulfilling their PMRR and other violations of the IRR. Yun po yung as of now, I need the help of everybody to determine really the exact earnings of the provinces and chartered cities.
Senator Pacquiao is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. I just want to clarify about the anong solusyon ninyo dito sa nagbigay kayo ng permit to operate the STL and especially in General Santos City issue na may hindi ito local bila kundi national ito yung may-ari na pinasa nila na lahat na mag-operate ng STL sa lugar ng Jensen ay kailangan ng approval ng sanggunian. Ngayon, nagkakaproblema yata doon because they operate without informing the local government and approval by the council. So, ano yung, gusto ko lang malaman kung ano yung action na ginawa ninyo dito sa problema na ito.
Yes, Your Honor, Senator Pacquiao. I just had a meeting with the OIC Secretary Ed Anyo yesterday, and we discussed this one. Apparently, there is a chartered city, ang General Santos City.
Yes,
There's
yes.
a separate law creating General Santos. Though there is a conflict there, hindi natin ma-define po yung role ng ating local government units as against the 1169 Republic Act naman namin that this is a state lottery and we are following the state law. Kaya naintindihan po na namin kahapon na kailangan iripaso ito at alamin kung gaano kalawak ang control and i-regulate ba ng LGU ito or saan ba sila, saan ang hangganan nila. Yun po ang gray area natin. That's why I think they're drafting a executive order to be signed by the President in order to clear this issue once and for all, Your Honor.
What happened there is they operate without informing the Council of Jensen and the local government. And that means they violated the
charter,
the law. Tama ba? The local government code.
Yes.
Tapos, kasi kailangan aksyonan nyo ito dahil nag-away-away ang siyempre yung PNP na nalalagay sa gitna. 'Di ba yung PNP natin nalalagay sa gitna kung sinong susundin nila may mag-instruct na ipa-stop, mag-instruct naman na wag i-stop. So ayaw natin umabot doon sa madugong awayan. Gusto natin i-settle kaagad at maintindihan nila kung anong dapat sundin. Anong batas ang sundin. Pero ang local government wala silang problema kung nagpaalam lang sila kasi may illegal naman yan legal naman yung STL. Ang problema lang local code lang talaga na kailangan sundin nila, kailangan lang magpaalam, which is nauna pa ito bago pa mag-operate ang STL.
We have been coordinating, Your Honor, with the Mayor of General Santos. We understand that na-insert po doon sa provisions of the creation of General Santos City Charter na may provision doon po na they will not allow any numbers game. Ganun nata ang pagkakasulat po doon. At yun ay nare-recognize namin. In the first place, we send a letter to the good mayor for the AACs there to operate in the city. So, nanghingi po kami ng pahintulot makatatlong beses na. This is supported by our personal letter to the council asking their permission. 3 beses na po kami sumulat sa kanila.
Okay, pasensya ka na, pasimula pa lang yan ng tanong ko. Gusto ko malaman ano ang PCSO at para saan ang PCSO. Gusto ko lang pong malaman kung ma-explain at marinig ng taong bayan kung anong purpose ng PCSO, why PCSO is existing, why PCSO is there, para saan ang PCSO.
In a nutshell, the PCSO is mandated to generate funds for the charity services of the government. Basically, ganun po yung essence ng 1169 revised. So, yun po. Kung may ikukwento lang po ako ng konti, in 2006, marami na po nag-attempt dito na itigil ang huweteng and other illegal numbers game like Masyao, Suertes, and Pares. In 2006, everybody was in agreement that this illegal numbers game cannot be stopped or minomonopolize ng iba lang. So, kinrate ang STL at ang sabi doon, all illegal numbers game should be ipapasok natin sa STL. At kung mamasyaw mo yan, Suertes, Pares, etc., ang magiging generic name na niya is STL. So that the government can collect what we call ingreso or fund for the charity services of PCSO. So doon po nanggagaling ating binibigay sa ating mga mahihirap nang hingi ng tulong araw-araw sa nakapila sa PCSO. So inabot na po ito ng 10 years since 2006 nung pumasok po kami, andun pa rin yon. And we believe as a matter of fact that ginamit po itong STL as a legal front ng ibang mga naglalaro. So yun ang hinanap po namin. Yung mga ibinid namin yung original 18 na AECs, especially those in Luzon, and napataas namin hanggang 20, then naging 54 po ito, kumalat na up to Mindanao. Now, the AECs operating in the whole country is 83. We have approved 92. So, we expect that this year, 92 AECs na po ang maglalaro nationwide. So, in just, for the information of everybody, in just 3 months, 2016, September to December, we're able to collect 1.7 billion. And then by the end of 2017, this year, from 4.7 billion in 2015, now we generated 15.8 billion by the end of 2017. All in all, the PCSOs were able to increase the revenue from 37.4 billion in 2016 to 52.8 billion or 52.98 billion this year. That's our record. That's record high, and PCSO is very thankful for that.
With the permission of Senator Pacquiao, very quickly, are you saying na kung hindi natin ililegalize, hindi pwede mahinto yung illegal numbers game? Is that your conclusion?
Maari siguro, sir, at nahirapan po lahat yung law enforcement natin dito to curb illegal
So your
gambling.
conclusion is, hindi kaya ng law enforcement kung mananatiling illegal?
They have the authority to say that, sir.
I may have to disagree. When I was provincial director of Laguna, I was on my way to eradicating wetting there. Ano? Kaya
Yes,
lang
sir.
na-transfer na ako sa PACC, Presidential Anti-Crime Commission. When I was Chief PNP, we were also on our way to eradicating wetting, no? In spite of all the problems existing at that time. It all boils down to, di ba, law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Pag hindi tumanggap ng lagay yung law enforcement, matitigil yan. Pero pagka kakutsabahan yung law enforcement dahil may lagay, hindi talaga arestuhin.
We have records to show, Your Honors, that pagka gumagalaw po ang ating mga kapulisan, ang ating NBI, nag-i-increase din po yung ating ingreso. We have records to show that our revenues increase if mapursige po ang ating law enforcement.
Thank you, Senator Pacquiao.
Thank you. How much the percentage na napupunta sa charity yung binanggit mong collection ng PCSO?
We have a separate report on this if we will be allowed to present in 7-8 minutes, sir. But in a nutshell, the sharing is that the whole pie, 30% for charity fund, 55% for the prize fund na binibigay po natin sa mga nanalo, and 15% for the operating fund. So yung 52.98 billion this year, paghahati-hatian po yan, at that tatanggalin pa yung mga taxes na kinuha natin, na inimpo sa amin. We have paid about 7.8 billion this year. And we are updated, sir. Binaran po namin din yung aming mga arrears and penalties previous years, previous administration. And we are up to date. Ngayon nga, ang problema natin doon, yung tax naman po, yung train. The government is imposing about 20% of all in all our gaming.
Mr. Chairman,
Senator Soto.
what about the uncollected? Magkano yun?
Yun po yung problema natin. So, this is a concerted effort of everybody.
No, I mean, dun sa mga winnings na hindi kiniklaim.
It reverts back to charity fund. That's in the charter po. Buo lahat po yan. For example, 1 year po binibigay namin para makollect niya yung panalo niya. Then, after 1 year, that nag-lapse yan, we revert back to the winnings, revert back to charity fund as per charter. Unclaimed po ito.
Ano?
Unclaimed po ito.
Ilan nga ang percentage ng unclaimed of your 55%?
Unclaimed.
While you're thinking, also, Mr. Chairman, there used to be a law during the Batasang Pambansa days that unclaimed of PCSO, unclaimed winnings of PCSO or prizes, go to the Ministry of Human Settlements.
Yeah.
After that, there was a law that gives it to the Dangerous Drugs Board. So, how much have you given to the Dangerous Drugs Board?
As per our mandatory contribution, it's eating up our charity fund. It's more or less 40% of the 30% of the charity fund. Kaya ang laki po ng nakakain po ng mandatory contribution namin. PIDEA, CHED, Boy Scout of the Philippines, Girl Scout of the Philippines, meron pa sa crops insurance, etc. etc. There are, I think, 20-something.
Sa prizes yan, pero sa unclaimed.
Unclaimed, do have a...
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Perhaps we can get the figures
Sabit ko lang yung
later.
comments. By the way, we invited other resource persons and we would also like to hear from them. Umalis si Ms. Cam. But we want to hear from Mr. Charlie.
Mr. Chairman, can I just ask in relation to the question of Senator Pacquiao? Because based on the records as provided by PCSO, over 90% of the AACs are not complying the PMRR. Is that correct?
Except those, I think, 18 to 20 AACs,
So
they are complying.
at least over 80% are not fulfilling that. But ang question ko lang po, Mr. Chair, is malinaw naman po sa Section 17 that failure of the AAC to comply with any of its obligations shall be a ground to cancel and forfeit the cash bond. Ang tanong ko, bakit ba nyo hindi kino-forfeit yung cash bond, i-replenish nila or i-cancel nyo sila? I mean, why are you foot dragging? Malino po yan eh. Kasi as mentioned by Senator Ping, we should be collecting instead of 1 billion a month ba, 6 billion. I mean, lahat ng over 80% of the AACs are not complying with the ano. So what's the point of the agreement? For example, Kamsur, ang agreement, 124 million. What's the point of an agreement kung hindi naman ipapakomply yan? At, di ba po, please answer that.
We have a test run for 1 year, ano? Pero we have sent letters to the AACs not complying with their PMRR. I understand we have 5 now na sinulatan namin na i-confiscate na namin yung
Pero
bond
Mr.
na.
Chair, malino rin, we don't like that reasoning na sinasabi nyo may test run. Na galing rin sa IRR nyo, non-negotiable ang PMRR pag probation. Di ba ho, nakalagay sa IRR na pag probation test run, non-negotiable ang PMRR. So why will you lower the PMRR on your own whereas you said that you cannot lower it? Nilower po.
Wala po kaming nilo-lower.
Sa Kamsur po, sabi nyo 61 million. Is that correct?
It's 61.
I have here a certification signed by you that it's 124. Sana ho under oath ang mga resource person. I have here a signed letter from you. I will provide the committee.
The 124 is, Your Honor, is Batangas.
Ito po, Mr. Chair, I will give it to you, signed by him. Na 124 po ang PMRR. Ngayon
Why don't you read it?
ano po, nakalagay po dito in your letter dated June 8, Congressman Luis Raymond Villafuerte, dated June 8, 2017. Dear Congressman Villafuerte, in reference to your letter dated May 24, we are providing you a copy of the following documents. 1, STL agreement between Even Chance. 2, terms and conditions. 3, certification issued to Even Chance as the sole STL authorized agent corporation in the province of Camarines Sur, including Naga City. Ito na po. Sabi niyo po, we would like to inform you that the approved presumptive monthly retail receipt of the said STL AAC is 124,413,525. Thank you for your continued support to PCSO. Very truly yours. Signed, Alexander F. Balutan, General Manager.
Will you confirm or deny that? By the way, you've been sworn, di ba? Administered ka ng oath mo in the previous hearings.
Yes, sir.
You continue to testify under the same oath.
Yes, sir.
And by the way, those who have appeared in today's hearing for the first time, kindly stand up. Mabuti na lang yung under oath kasi mayroong mga conflicting statements. Yung mga naka-oath na before, never mind because you're still covered by the same oath. Yung mga hindi pa nakapag-oath, kindly, Comsec.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this Senate inquiry? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So Alex, kindly respond to this. Do you want to see it?
Mr. Chairman, while he's waiting for the paper, nakalagay rin sa Section 10 ng IRR, the branch office shall have the following duties and function. Supervise STL operation and ensure compliance of this IRR by the AAC with reference to the following. Section 10 AI, sales performance in relation to the PMRR, any underperformance should be reported within 5 working days to the concerned BOS department for the issuance of proper notice. Within 5 days of non-compliance po.
Please respond. Do you confirm or deny signature mo ba yan?
Apparently that is my signature, but I will refer to my records. Mukhang nagkamali sila dyan, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman, giving him the benefit of the doubt na nagkamali, let's say 61 million ng PMRR.
Yeah.
Hindi pa rin nakaka-meet Kasi ang over almost 400 million ang hindi na-defraud ng government from March to October alone.
That's true. Kaya nga po, nung binibidding yan, we realize yung iba dyan nagpapataas lang. Tingnan niyo po yung mga bidding nila, 350 million, 225 million. May nagbid pa ng 800 something million. This is impossible. So, as per our assessment during that time, yung pwede lang natin tingnan yung kakayanan nila.
Why would you conclude na impossible? Yun ang binid nila eh. Kung nanalo sila, they will have to come up
That's what
with that figure, di ba?
That's what happened to Pangasinan, sir.
Then suspend or...
Kaya kinancel po sila.
o kaya nga, di cancel.
Ito po, ika-cancel na rin natin to pag
Mr. Chair, if I may add, on record, even chance was awarded despite having the lowest PMRR. Masyado yatang I don't know, they're masyadong na bias against them. Sana 7 nag-bid, in-award dun sa lowest na DNQ. So, in line with the suggestion of Chairman, kung nag-violate, di palitan instead of made-defraud.
Senator Hanasan is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Chairman, just a few quick questions to GM Balutan. GM Balutan, good morning. I'm trying to understand this. No? The figures are irrelevant, but this is about revenues. Now, let me just ask. Baka naman, how many people do you have in PCSO?
Yung regular employees po namin about 1,200 po.
How are you organized at local government level?
We have 63 branches nationwide. Bawat PCSO po namin is like a mini PCSO for fund generation and fund distribution for our charity services. So ganun po, we have understaffed branches nationwide.
I'm not offering excuses for you, no? How many people per branch?
Doon sa malalaking branch po siguro mga 14.
14 people?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, my question basically is, can you enforce the law by yourself without the cooperation, let's say, of the Philippine National Police, most especially local government?
Definitely no, sir.
Okay.
But we can cooperate. We are appearing before the court, sa mga court hearings. We send our lawyers and also our managers to the courts.
Well, Jim Balutan, that's procedural, no? Now, my next question is, what is your coordinating mechanism that allows you to enforce the law or the IRR at local government level? Nag-uusap-usap ba kayo?
With the PNP, sir, we have signed a MOA last 22 November 2016 for the illegal gambling operation. So we have a MOA with PNP. With the local officials, sir, ang ginagawa po namin, we coordinate directly with them. We write them and also we encourage our branch managers to coordinate directly with the local officials so that there will be a smooth operations of the STL.
System. How do you report? How do you remit?
I remit.
Di ba yung remittances are shared? A portion that goes to local government down to barangay level.
Meron pong computation dyan sa branch and also the branch operations sector natin, they compute the sharing. Ando po sa IRR yan. And ang remittance po nila is everyday, bank to bank po yan. From their localities to our main office sa PCSO, Shaw Boulevard.
It's questions, Ian Balutan, because let me go to my last point. No? It's about revenues. Kung yung AACs ninyo nagre-remit openly, siyempre ang bagsak niyan gobyerno, di ba?
Correct po.
Pag illegal ka, di ba? You do not remit, you do not share.
Of course.
So ang question is kung saan napupunta yan?
Yun po ang kailangan natin pagsikapan po na natin gusto na makuha.
These should all go to government.
Should be
barring all other factors. Kung hindi ka obligado na mag-remit sa gobyerno at kung saan napupunta yan, yan talaga ang problema natin. Lalo na kung mas malaki, diba, yung kita dun sa illegal.
Correct, Your Honor.
So, prospectively, that is what the legislation proposed by no less than the chairman intends to do to make sure that control is not lost when these remittances are given. It's a no-brainer, no?
Correct,
Kung mas
sir.
malaki ang kita mo at wala kang obligasyon na i-remit o i-share kung kani-kanino, di ba? Obviously, our people, young, old, di ba, who want to take a chance, will go to the illegal.
Correct.
That's what. Now, let me go back to my first question. By yourself, you cannot enforce that.
Correct,
Okay.
Your Honor.
And I am not rationalizing for you, no? Ang frontline talaga natin dito, local government.
Correct.
Di ba, yung branches, it's not the police. It's unfair, I think, to impose that burden on you or the Philippine National Police only. Di ba? The frontline for food, clothing, shelter, health, medical services is local government, including peace and order, the drug problem, terrorism, everything. So this is what the legislation intends to address. So that is what you will have to help your committee sort out. I just want to put that on record para when you submit the information required by the committee to the chair, to the committee, these areas will be covered. How do we develop a system through legislation so that we will not lose control over the remittances and make it more profitable for the operators of SDL to remit to government, not to somebody else. Okay?
I fully agree with
just
you,
wanted to put
Honor.
that on record. Thank you,
I will
GM.
fully support that move, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Chair, can I add lang on the point of Senator Gringo when talking about revenues? Because in aid of legislation, kailangan talaga malinaw na kailangan ng AACs mag-apply ng mayor's permit. Because as mentioned by Senator Gringo, if you apply for a mayor's permit, these AACs should declare their income, di ba po, in the municipality and where they should pay the right the tax or the permit based on that amount. Ang problema kasi, Mr. Chair, in aid of legislation, ang stand talaga ng PCSO kasi is hindi raw talaga kailangan ng mayor's permit as Republic Act 1169. But in Republic Act 1169, there is no mention of exemption from local taxes. Unlike PAGCOR, dun sa PAGCOR, na malinaw may exemption sa local taxes, permits, franchise. So, and yet, Mr. Chair, PAGCOR, despite the exemption, are asking lahat ng operation ng PAGCOR bingo, naghihingi ng mayor's permit, ang nanghihingi pa ng lono, yung letter of no objection in respect to the local government. In aid of legislation, PCSO as mandated in their charter or the Republic Act 1169, wala naman hong nakalagay na exempted sila. So, dapat talaga linawin yan. Then secondly, since we are talking about revenues, if we really want to collect every peso due to government, my question is, why can't the PCSO require AACs or STL operators to use electronic centrally auditable system? Because the existing manually written bet slips are prone to manipulation and has no level of player protection. Magtaya ka, kagaya ng pinakita ko po, magtaya ka sa papilitos, nanalo ka, paano kung hindi nyo bayaran? So walang player better protection kung ganito ang sistema. Saka, bakit hindi nyo na i-require, di ba? Auditable, electronic, para makollect.
Your Honor, can I?
In short, the point that he's trying to drive at, the point that he's trying to posit, there cannot be any better monitoring mechanism than the local government. Sila nasa ground eh. Pagka initsepwera mo yung local government, hindi ka nila tutulong. No, what I'm saying, kung ang assumption, kasi hindi na nga kayo magkasundo ng local government. Ganon din ang concern na ni-raise ni Senator Pacquiao. Kasi apparently, walang coordination sa council or the local government unit. Hindi ba? Paano nyo mamonitor? Kukunti nga yung tao ninyo. So, sabi ko, there cannot be any better and more efficient mechanism sa monitoring nyo, kundi yung local government units. After all, yung PNP rin, nandyan din sa local government yung mga tauhan nila, hindi ba? Having said that, as I mentioned earlier, we'd like to hear from the other resource persons. So with that, first I'd like to recognize Mr. Ang, and then after that, si Ms. Sandra Cam. Go ahead.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Charlie Atong Ang, businessman and a consultant. Naging consultant po ako ng PAGCOR. Sa High Alay, naging successful yon. At ako rin po ang nag-design ng bingo tables. Okay. Right now, consultant ako ng Meridian at Operation Manager. Okay. Kaya po ako nandito, naging resource person, at the same time, gusto ko pong sabihin sa inyo, lahat ng baho ng PCSO, lahat ko anong ginawa nila, kung paano ko sinira ni Corpus tsaka ni Balutan, meron ako yung kukwento sa inyo. But para lang magawa nila yung kalokohan nila, dito nagsisimula yan. Ang hindi nila alam, May 2016, may tumawag sa akin, nandito ako sa Manila. Pinakausap ako kay Secretary Bongo. Ang sabi niya, Atong, punta ka ng Davao para batiin si Presidente. Okay. Ano ko pala muna, uunahin ko pala ito muna.
Teka muna, let me remind you, as much as possible, you stick to
Yes.
issues.
Yes, dito kasi, kailan mapatunayan ko kasi, Your Honor, itong ang ina-accuse nila sa akin na gambling lord ako at illegal gambling, puro illegal daw ako, sinasabi nila. Ako rin nasa likod ni Sandra Cam. Kailan, nag-o-offer daw ako ng 200 million sa kanya. Kaya kailan paliwanag ko, sorry, na late to. Gusto ko raw ng STL. Ngayon, kaya ako yung kinukwento po ito para mapatunayan ko na wala akong interest dyan. Papatunayan ko lang lahat ng kalokohan at baho kung anong ginawa ni Balutan dito. Okay? Since wala kang respeto, sinisira mo pangalan ko, tsaka sila Sandra Cam, kayo na mag-judge dito sa sasabihin ko. Pasensya na po, kung may konting emotion ako ng konti, at the same time, yung mga mababanggit kong pangalan dito, pasensya na rin po, kailangan lang ma-check nyo lahat kung ano ang totoo para matapos atong lahat ng pinag-uusapan yung issue na yan na andito ko sa sasabihin ko. Okay. May 2016, nagpunta po ako ng Davao at bumati naman po ako kay Presidente. Sabi ko po, Mr. President, congratulations po. At nasabi ko lang ang problema ng PCSO. Dahil concern ako sa PCSO dahil diyan binaboy ang kaibigan ko na si Governor Ayong Maliksi. May kukwento ko pa rin niya kung bibigyan niyo ako ng pagkakataon. Na-explain ko kay Presidente na ang PCSO ginagawang front ng lahat ng mga kalokohan dito. So, naipaliwanag ko sa kanya, i-clear ko na. Pagkatapos nun, nung maipaliwanag ko, umuwi na ako. Pagbalik ko na Manila, Your Honor, so after a few months, mga September, tumawag sa akin si Director Sandra Cam. Ang sabi niya, si Secretary Bongo tumawag sa akin, dalhin daw kita kay Corpus tsaka kay Balutan. Okay? So, in short, September 14, nagpunta kami doon. Sabi ko, bakit ako dadalhin doon? So, bakit ako pupunta? Ang sagot ni Ma'am Sandra, para raw matulungan ang PCSO na tumaas ang revenue at maging maayos ang takbo. Dahil may pinaliwanag ka yata doon nung magpunta ka. So, ibig sabihin, malinis ang intensyon ni Presidente na ayusin yan. Maski si Secretary Bongo. So, ang sa akin naman, para makatulong sa gobyerno, pumunta kami doon nung hapon, mga 4:30. Ang sabi ni Ms. Sandra Cam sa akin, binastos ako ni Corpus. Ang sinabi sa kanya, are you the advance party of Mr. Atong Ang or entourage? Samantalang hindi pa ako dumadating doon. Ngayon, ito nakakatawa niya dito kay Balutan. Pagdating ko doon, sumalubong sa Balutan. Ang sabi ni Balutan sa akin, magkasama sila ni Sandra Cam. Kasama ko si Atty. Sabio, Atty. Cruz. Ang sabi ni Balutan, pagbukas sa elevator, kung may CCTV ro makikita niya yan. Sinalubong niya ako, ang sabi niya, Mr. Atong Ang, mabuti, magkakausap tayo rito. Sa 9th floor yon. Sabi niya, at least mapag-uusapan natin kung anong maayos. At yang si Corpus, nakorap na ng kabilayan. Yun ang sagot niya. At binastos pa rin niya si Sandra Cam. Sinabi niya sa akin yan. Nung pagkamay namin na ganun, umakit kami sa 4th floor, sinama niya ako kay Corpus. Pagdating kay Corpus, pumasok siya sa loob, umupo ako sa labas, doon ako kinuna ng picture nila. Pag-upo ko ron, binastos na naman ako ni Corpus. Ito ang approach ko. Pagdating ko doon, kinukwento ko na sa inyo para kayo na mag-isip. Ang sabi sa akin, who are you? Sabi sa akin ni Corpus. Ang sabi ko, I'm Charlie Atong Ang. Sabi niya, you're consultant of what? Sabi ganun, can you show me your ID or papers? Tapos sabi niya, can you write down kung anong gusto mo? Yun talagang binabasos ako. Si Balutan naman, nakangiti lang ganun. Okay? Ngayon, siyempre naman, binasos kami, binasos si Sandra, sumagot ako. Sabi ko, General, sabi ko, hindi ako nagpunta rito para mag-apply sa'yo, sa STL mo. Okay? Actually, naipon niya, meron pa siyang ginawa kasi. Nung bago umupo kasi si Corpus, nung nandun pa si Chairman Maliksi, pero hindi na pumapasok, pagdating ng mga bata niya, kinukuha lahat, pinapaalis lahat ng gamit ni Chairman Maliksi. Ganun kabastos yung mga yan. Ang sabi, tatanggalin namin dito si Atong Ang. Wala naman akong business sa PCSO. Maski na ano. So, natatandaan ko na yung ginawang yon. Okay? Nung araw na yon, na nagkausap kami ni Corpus, tapos, ang nakalimutan ni Corpus, lahat ng gambling lord, lahat yan, magkukumpare kami, magkakasama kami sa sabungan. Kaya nalalaman ko lahat ng movement nila. Kung binigyan man siya ng Land Cruiser, humingi man siya ng Innova, humingi man siya 3 sasakyan, lahat nalaman ko yan. Bahala na si Jan, na bulletproof, okay? Ngayon, ang gusto ko lang patunayan dito kung gaano kaloko itong dalawang general na to. Pagkatapos nung sinabi ko kay Corpus, sabi ko, hindi ako nagpunta rito para mag-apply sa'yo. Pumunta ako rito para sabihin ko lang sa'yo na pinapunta ako rito para tulungan sana kayo. Ngayon, maiksi lang pag-uusap namin. Gusto ko malaman mo na ang laman ng buong Pilipinas, more or less, sa 200 million daily. Okay? Minimum yan, more or less. Tapos, ang sabi niya, bakit hindi mo isulat lahat? Put in writing. Sabi ko nun, kako, basta makinig ka na lang. Tapos, sinabi ko gano'n, 200 million at wala akong interest dyan. Sabi ko gano'n. Yung dinideclare nyo ngayon, nasa 20 million, wala pang ganyan. Kako, illegal yan. Yun lang in-advise ko sa kanya. Tsaka ikaw nga, sabi ko nga, ikaw Corpus, hindi ka pa umuupo. 1 week before umupo ka, nakikipag-meeting ka sa mga gambling lord. Ginanong ko siya, Your Honor, pasensya na. Kaya ako siya ginanong dahil binabastos na kami. Nung panahon na yun, si Balutan kakampi namin. Dahil gusto niyang agawin yung pwesto ni Corpus nung time na yun. Kaya nakangiti pa siya. Ngiti pa siya ng ngiti na ganun. Okay? Tapos, nung sinabi ko kay Corpus na kinausap, ang sagot si Corpus sa akin, paano gagawin ko, Mr. Ang? Nakausap ko na lahat yan. Sabi ko, problema mo yan. Nahinga mo na lahat yan. Paano mo tatanggalin ngayon yan? Tsaka, ang dapat nag-ooperate, kung titignan nyo itong PCSO, ito ang PCSO. Ang PCSO, sweepstake yan, nung araw nagsimula yan. Walang problema dahil lahat ng ticket, declared, binabayaran, ticket, bayad. So, 30% ito na pupunta sa charity. Walang problema, walang corruption. Kung may corruption man, siguro sa printing ng ticket, sa mga kung ano-anong kalokohan dyan. Lumabas ang loto. Okay? Gusto ko nga paalam muna, ang charter ng PCSO, as consultant, napag-aralan ko naman yan, titignan nyo na lang. Ang charter niya, sweepstake plus sweepstake and lotteries. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng ginamitan ng pingpong pwede dyan. At least para mabigyan din kayo ng konting idea din.
Mr. Ang, your 3 minutes may have expired. So, please go direct to the point.
Yes.
Yung issue mismo.
Tapusin ko lang po ito, Your Honor. Kasi kasama to sa inaano nila sa akin eh. So, yung pagkatapos po nung kay Corpus na yun nangyari yun, yung pagkakasabi ko kay Corpus na na kinausap mo na 1 week before, kinausap mo na mga gambling lord lahat, at ang pagkakaalam ko po, intel ko sa kanila, kota rito, ganyan na nangyari ho. Tapos, nung pagkatapos noon, nanahimik na ako, tinira naman ako ng tinira sa mga gambling lord ako raw nasa likod ni Sandra Cam, ako raw ang ganito, nag-apply daw ako. Kaya ako binanggit ko lahat na to, umpisa pa lang, sinabi ko na illegal ang STL na yan. Ngayon, ito ngayon ang lahat ng kalokohan sa PCSO. Sinabi ko na sa inyo ang sweepstake, tama yan. Okay? Dahil actual ticket yan, minus 30% charity, okay na yan. Loto, okay din yan, wala rin problema. Ngayon, pinasok tong STL, bakit nyo pinabibid? Hindi actual. Bakit kinokotahan nyo? Bakit may kota? Ibig sabihin, meron kayong dinadaya. Bakit hindi actual? Tapos, ito pa nakakapagtaka. Charity rin lang kayo. Bakit ang 30% na charity na binibigay ng PCSO napupunta sa municipality, 3%, Congress, 2.25%, provincial government, etc., etc. Bakit kayo nagbibigay ng charity ron? Wala namang may sakit doon. Walang may sakit doon. Nakakapagtaka to. Tapos, ang binabanggit lagi nila balutan, 1.7 billion per month. Ang sinasabi, 18 billion per year. Ano lang yan eh. Yung actual sales yan, gross yan, niloloko nyo mga tao. Ba't hindi nyo sabihin, ang nakukuha nyo dyan is 12, dating 7%, naging 12.9% lang inaprubahan nyo. Ang 12.9% is 2.320 billion. Doon sa 18 billion nyo. Sinabi ko na rin sa inyo noon yan na ang dapat mag-operate dapat hindi private na tao ang nag-ooperate yan or kung sino-sino man. Dapat PCSO pareho ng loto. Yan ang charter niyan. Ang ginagawa nyo, pinapranchise nyo para lang kumita kayo lahat.
Mr. Ang, kindly address the chair. You cannot address the other resource persons.
Yes, Your Honor. Kasi ano pa to, kasi sinasagot ko lang, Your Honor, lahat ng inaccuse nila sa akin. Para matapos lang
i-address
ako.
mo sa chair yung iyong...
Your Honor. I'm sorry.
You cannot address the other resource persons. You cannot talk directly to them.
Yes, Your Honor, sorry. So, ang inaano ko lang po, na, Your Honor, na bigyan pansin nyo rin po ito na ang daming may sakit. Okay? Pumipila dyan, humihingi ng 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, at meron pa silang Christmas party na sinasabi ng lavish or kung ano yung tinatawag nila. Bakit nagaganyan pa po sila? Ang dami po, Your Honor, na humihingi ng tulong. Bakit may mga ganito pang Christmas party na ganyan? Sa charter ng PCSO, dapat tinutulong nila sa mga may sakit. Ito pa isa. Meron din dyan si Balutan na empleyado. Si Presidente, nagagalit po si Presidente sa mga nagtatravel. Okay? Meron dyan sa intel ko, meron isang Janet Vicente or Janet Panisares na empleyado dyan na alam kong kasama niya. Hindi ko alam kung ano niya yun. At isang Roger Ramirez na nagpunta pa ng Europe. 2000, itong ano lang, last November. Sabay pa sila sa flight.
Kindly wrap up kasi nakatatlong ikot na yung 3 minutes.
Flight Qatar, nag-Europe sila, QR 933. Papunta, pabalik. December 6, QR 932. Bumiyahe po yan. Sabi ko lang, ine-explain ko lang kung sino ba to na empleyado ng PCSO pareho. Tapos, ngayon, yung tungkol sa mga illegal po na sinasabi nila na involved ako sa mga illegal gambling, na ina-accuse po sa akin, Your Honor, nandito po lahat ng mga regional commander, ang PMP, gusto ko lang i-clear. Ang Hueteng, Hindi kayo makakapag-operate ng weteng kung hindi alam ng local government, PNP, krame, mayor, maski ng lahat. Inahamon ko kayo kung nag-weteng ako maski kailan. Ngayon, pinag-uusapan nyo ang actual sales. Marami naman po kayong kakilala ng mga governor, congressman, lahat. Malalaman nyo naman ho talaga ang actual sales bawat probinsya. Lahat. Marami pa ho rito. Your Honor, kayo na ho.
Mamaya, pwede ka naman magpatuloy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tatanungin ka naman ng mga senador. Kasi marami tayong resource person na kailangang pagkunan din natin information.
Okay po. Tsaka yung po mga actual sales, masasabi ko po sa inyo lahat yan.
Can we ask a few
Senator
questions
Soto is
now, or
recognized.
shall we
Just
wait
very
for
quick,
the other resource persons, Mr. President? Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Senator Soto.
Shall we wait with the other, for the other
No,
resource
you may
persons?
propound
or
your
you-
questions now.
Yes, I was very interested in the issue kasi ng STL, so I wanted to ask Atong. Ano ba itong STL? Kailan man nagsimula ito at saka sino man nagpasok nito?
Napakaganda po niya, Your Honor. Ang isimula po ng STL, pinanganak ang STL, panahon ni President Cory kay Carrascoso. Noong panahon ni Carrascoso, sila Peping Kowang ko yun. Nung binuksan nila, nakita nilang failure, tinigil nila. Alam nilang hindi magkiklik. Bumalik ho yan, nung panahon ni Madam GMA, panahon ni, binuksan nila, ginamit na front ni Mr. Bong Pineda. Ang kalakaran po kasi ng gobyerno po natin, pasensya na po, ito talaga to eh. Pag naging presidente ka, sometimes, naiipit din ka pa rin ni Madam GMA. Nakita nyo naman, naiipit pa siya, nakulong dahil din siya sa, ano nangyari kay Manoling Maruto po, nakulong. Hindi nyo ba nakita ang karma ng PCSO? Pera ng bayan yan. Pera ng mahihirap. Ano nangyari kay Maruto, nakulong? Si Uriarte nakulong. May direktor na stroke. Kauupulan ni Corpus na stroke na. Si Joy Rojas, puro kaso, tsaka si Wico. Ano kaya aabutin ng isa rito? Ngayon, ito po ang, pagkatapos ng kay GMA, ito po yung kay GMA. Kinontrol nila yan, nag-declare na lang, maski tracing nyo, ang income ng STL nung panahon ni Uriarte, napakaliit talagang front lang yan nung panahon ni Bong Pineda yan. Alam naman unang lahat, hindi naman kailangan tayo magsinungaling. Talagang ginawang front to.
So, ibig mo sabihin, yung STL nung araw, sinubukan nila during the time of President Cory Aquino, unsuccessful, tinigil.
Itinigil po, Your Honor.
Pinalik panahon ni GMA hanggang ngayon. Tuloy-tuloy yan.
Panahon po ni GMA, puro experimental yan. Hindi
Okay.
taon-taon ho.
Ito ba yung naririnig ko na dahilan ito dahil para patayin ng weteng, kaya ginawa yung STL? Ganun ba yan?
Ang sabi po nila, patayin ng weteng. Ang nag-ooperate yung mag-weteng, imposible yung patayin ng weteng. Kasi hindi ka makakapag-operate po nito, Your Honor, kung hindi ka mag-weteng.
Sige, alam ko yung extent ng pagkipagkaibigan mo rito sa mga maraming tao sa bansa. No? Kaya, ang tanong ko sa iyo ngayon, may weteng pa rin ba kahit may STL noon at hanggang ngayon?
Your Honor, ang weteng po, kaya wala na pong weteng. Kasi may mga front na, kumbaga sa ang kriminal, nilagyan nyo na ng tsapa eh. Ngayon, lahat po na mag-weteng, pasensya na, magkakaibigan nun tayo, pero kailangan matapos na itong usapan na to, matagal na masyado to. Marami na ano rito. Wala na pong weteng talaga, dahil ang front na nila ngayon, STL na. Wala nang weteng. Kalimutan na po yan. Ang weteng naman, nagiging illegal lang ang weteng. Ang 1 to 37 numbers, illegal yan dahil wala lang permit. Yun ang kasalanan ng weteng. Kaya hindi na kailangan pag-usapan ng weteng dahil weteng. Ngayon, ang weteng, binihisa na yan. Ginawa ng STL.
So anong based sa yung malawak na experience dyan at pagdating sa numero, alam ko, ikaw guru. Ano rekomendasyon mo sa STL?
Well, tatapusin ko lang muna ang story nitong STL, tapos ipapasok ko yung suggestion ko, kasi wala naman ako interest talaga mag-STL o weteng. Ayoko ho niyan. Ayoko na illegal ho talaga. Meron ako suggestion para sa gobyerno na sabi ko ka presidente nun. Ngayon, bahala na kung anong desisyon nila dyan.
Give the committee the suggestion.
Hindi, ito po. Tapusin ko. Nung panahon ho ni Pinoy, ito maganda. Nung panahon ni Presidente Pinoy, 3 years na nakaupo siya, pinaka-cancel na niya yung STL na yan. Ang problema, nakita niyang wala nangyayari sa STL, nakita niyang naging dami. Ang problema, nung pinasasara niya, may nakailam na isang sekretary na nakurap nila. Ang sinagot kay Presidente, marami mawawalan ng trabaho. Yun ang sinagot. Pero monthly, binibigyan niyo, alam ko kung sino nagbibigay. Actually, nagharap na kami ng sekretary niyan. Ngayon, ano yung nagawa natin? Alam naman ng tao lahat yun.
Bulong mo sa akin kung sino.
Nasabi ko na kay Senator Lacson. Ngayon, yan yung sinamantala ho nila Joy Rojas nung panahon na yun. Ngayon, si Presidente Pinoy, ang gusto niya linisin talaga yan. Kaya gusto niya ilagay si Governor Maliksi. Ang problema, nagkaisa lahat na huwag paupuin si Governor Maliksi dyan. Dahil alam nilang lilinisin eh. Na-appoint si Governor Maliksi dyan 1 year before na bumaba si Presidente. Ang ginawa nila, binaboy nila si Maliksi. Yun po ang nangyari rito. Ngayon, pumalit ngayon si Presidente ngayon, gustong linisin. Ang problema, ang mga nakapaligid sa kanya, hindi sinasabi ang totoo. Dati mag-waiting na nag-ooperate. Naging STL, pinalitan sila. Ngayon, panahon ni Presidente ngayon, military nag-ooperate na. Iba na ngayon. Hindi lang mag-waiting. Andiyan ang mga Uyami Group. Sila Tsunami. Tsunami Group, sinasabi ko na sa inyo. Alam niyo naman yan, mga direktor eh. Pasensya na ho kayo. Kailangan natin expose sa lahat to. Kasi hindi matitigil to eh. Andiyan nagpapatayan, andiyan lahat. Kailan lang ho, Your Honor, may namatay, andiyan si Gop. May napatay sa Albay. Pinapatay na, nagpatayan yung mga STL na yan. Yan ang sinasabi ko na kailan matapos na to. Ang suggestion ko rito, gobyerno mag-operate. Yan ang sinasabi ko, ganun kasimple. May sekreto po yan. Walang gambling lord, wala lahat. Gobyerno mag-operate, 60 billion a year. Yan ang ginagarantyahan ko.
Mr. Chair, can I just add on the question of Mr. Senator or Majority Leader in the Senate? Sa Camarines Sur po, I can safely say, wetting po yun na ino-authorize ng PCSO. Wetting po yun. Pinakita na po namin eh. The fact na ginagamit yung papelitos, wetting yun. Na ambulant vendor, nagpapataya kung saan, wetting yun. Hindi accountable ng COA, wetting yun. Anong pagkakaiba? Wetting pero authorized ng PCSO.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Sagutin ko lang po yun. Yung mahirap, yung sagot ni Balutan kanina, Your Honor, na sinasabi niya, niloloko lang mo tayo eh. Kasi wala naman, paano natin uhulihin may ID?
Mr. Rang, kindly show some respect to the other resource person.
Yes, I'm sorry.
General Manager yan eh.
Binastos niya po ako eh.
Yes, but you are in this
Sinira niya ako pagkatao ko eh.
You are in this committee.
Yes, thank you,
You're bound by the rules.
I'm sorry. Tinatawag niya po kasi akong walang hiya. Ang dami po sinabi sa akin. Mag-wetting daw ako kung ano po sinasabi niya sa kasi corpus. Kaya nga, humihingi po ako ng pasensya doon sa emotion na sinasabi ko. Binabastos nila pagkatao ko. Pati nga si Sandra Kang, wala naman illegal kung anong sinasabi. Pati babae pinapatulan, ba't hindi siya humanap na lalaking pareho niya na lalaban sa kanya?
Anyway, sige, wind up mo yung answer doon sa recommendation. So yung recommendation is that government run it. Huwag bibigay na franchise.
Yes, Your Honor, hindi dapat ganon. Tignan nyo nga, wala na ba katapusan to na every time na may magpapalit ng presidente, nakukulong ang GM dyan, tsaka mga chairman. Tignan nyo, it's either na napaparalyze sa katakawan o nakukulong. Hindi ba? Tignan nyo history. Kaya huwag nyo nang pakialaman yung PCSO na yan. Para sa mga mahihirap yan. Pinag-iinteresan nyo. Tingnan, pag hindi nakukulong, napaparalyze.
So your recommendation is for government to operate, no?
Yes, Your Honor. Government.
So well taken. That's well taken. We'll now hear from
Just very quickly.
Ms. Sandra Kam. After.
Good morning, Your Honors. I've prepared a statement, opening statement. Can I read it, please? Good morning, Your Honors.
You have 3 minutes, Sandra.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honors. Bawat piso mula sa PCSO ay mahalaga sa mga maralita at sa masang Pilipino La patria, love of the country. My loyalty is to the Filipino people. Sorry na ano ko dahil nakita ko kung paano maghirap. My loyalty is to the Filipino people and to the President only. Ang pagmamahal ko po sa ating inang bayan ay higit pa sa pagmamahal ko sa aking sarili at sa aking pamilya. Kaya ko po itinaya ang aking buhay noon pa man hanggang ngayon. Ako'y simpleng mamamayan. Nang aking hangarin ay sundin ang kautusan ng ating mahal na Pangulo para pangalagaan ang charity fund ng ahensya ng PCSO. Protect our public funds. In my capacity as a private citizen, I risk my life in the arrest and return of self-confessed drug lord Kerwin Espinosa here in the Philippines. Public office is a public trust. Public officials are at all times accountable to the people. My mission, advocacy, and vision for the people and for our president, who reposes trust on me, is to serve the government with all honesty and transparency. Transparency is the highest form of service to the Filipino people. These are public records under the Freedom of Information, or FOI. Resigned Chairman Jose George Corpus and General Manager Alexander Balutan even prohibited me from accessing our own documents. Confidentiality is not an issue here. The public has right to know. We owe to the people and to the President our positions. This is not a private office, but a public office under government-owned and controlled corporations. These two retired generals cannot militarize the PCSO. Huwag nilang takutin ang mga ordinaryong kawani ng PCSO. In line with the policy and directive of the President, I must always be the fiscalizer and guardian of good governance, especially protective to the charity funds, which is the pet program of PRRD. My sole responsibility as director of PCSO, being a collegial body, to make sure that charity funds must be fully utilized for the benefit among poorest of the poor. Huwag po nating hayaang pumila mula 2:00 ng madaling araw ang ating mga dukhang kababayan sa Lang Center at PGH na kadalasan ay nagmumula sa iba't ibang probinsya at ipinangutang pa nila ang kanilang pamasahe. Gusto kong ilahad ang mga katiwalian ng kanilang pamumuno sa PCSO, tulad ng number 1, extravagant Christmas party, maluhong Christmas party sa gitna ng kalamidad. Number 2, rich beneficiaries of the charity fund, policy on giving guarantee letters. Ano ba ang polisiya ukol sa pagbibigay ng charity fund para sa lahat? Mapahirap man o mapamayaman. Anomalous contracts that are disadvantageous to the government. Mga maanumalyang kontrata na hindi pumapabor sa gobyerno. Number 4, STL operations, wherein gambling lords are still lording the guise of dummy corporations. Mga STL franchisees na gambling lords ang nagpapatakbo. And number 5, an update on the PCSO San Marcelino building. To resign Chairman Corpus and GM Balutan, huwag po sana natin linlangin ang ating mahal na Pangulo at higit sa lahat ay ang mga Pilipino sa tunay na nangyayari sa STL operations. Hindi higit na 100 milyong piso, I repeat, higit sa 100 milyong piso araw-araw ang nawawala sa kaban ng ating gobyerno. GM Balutan, huwag po sana nating ibaling kay resigned Chairman Corpus ang lahat ng katiwalian ayon sa impormasyon na dumating sa akin. Again, GM Balutan, give decency to the perimeter of the PCSO. I am appealing to both houses of Congress that after this investigation, to charge the corrupt public officials na walang pakundangang hinlustayin ang pera ng gobyerno para sa mahihirap. And in my closing, gusto kong maisakatuparan ang pangarap ng ating mahal na Pangulo na makapagpatayo ng dialysis centers sa bawat kanayunan na hinihikayat ko po ang ating mamamayan at LGUs na magkaroon ng bayanihan sa magandang hangarin ng Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte. Finally, Your Honors, if I will keep mum, who will watch the watchmen? My gratitude, Your Honors.
Thank you. Would you like to respond, Alex?
Just very quickly, Your Honors, the accusation that I've been in Europe, sa buong buhay ko po, hindi po ako nakapunta ng Europe. Sabi nila with somebody, I can submit my passport na hindi po ako napupunta doon. Sa Iraq po napunta ako for 15 months as commander of the UN forces there.
Okay.
Somebody is lying
Sandra,
there.
would you like to add?
Well, I don't say that you went to Europe, but I have a picture here.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, ako raw tinuturo niya eh. Your Honor, hindi ko sinabi siya. Yung babae at si Ramirez, yung dalawang tauhan niya.
I have a picture here. And I want, Mr. Chairman, for GM Balutan to identify who is this woman.
Is this a part of the, Your Honor,
As I said earlier, let's stick to issues.
in
Sir,
aid of legislation?
We're here to amend the charter of PCSO.
Sir,
Kasi 83 years old na.
yeah, Mr. Chairman,
Mas mag-focus tayo doon.
Yeah.
These are side issues that may...
Ang dami ko pong girlfriend eh. Baka hindi yan.
Mr. Chairman po, the reason why I'm showing this picture to you, because this woman is apparently a consultant in PCSO, and she's loading the procurement below 1 million. One moment, please. Below 1 million, and she's the one in charge for the procurement of corporate giveaways during the Christmas party. Yan po ang rason kung bakit ko nilabas po ito.
Sino ba nagpipirma ng pag-hire ng consultant sa PCSO? Is it the board? Board
No, it's the
resolution?
general manager.
Yes, Attorney Sontay. Kindly enlighten the committee. Paano ba kayo mag-hire ng mga consultants sa PCSO?
Mr. Senator, with regards to the other departments, there are certain guidelines to be followed, but each department has a number of authorized consultants which they can hire. So kanya-kanya ho yung
Which is how
pagpili
many?
ng consultants.
How many?
Pagdating ho for example, for the directors, I think 5.
And how many departments are there under the PCSO? Ilan bang departamento dyan?
There are 5 sectors. And,
5 sectors.
many
And how many
departments.
consultants per department ang authorized na kunin?
As far as we are concerned in the board, only the consultants and general manager and chairman are authorized to have consultants.
Only the general manager and
General manager, consultants, general manager, the directors, board of directors, and the chairman.
lahat ng members ng board.
Correct po,
pwedeng
sir.
How many consultants per official?
More or less 5 because the board is only for policy making.
Yes.
But as far as general manager is concerned, we are deploying the consultants all over the country.
Saan nyo sinosource yung consultancy fees na binibigay ninyo? Anong source nun?
From the operating funds, Your Honor.
Which is how many percent?
15%.
15% of
the-
the
Correct.
yung earnings ng PCSO.
Correct, Your Honor. Can I have also my own? I want to be.
Sige, yeah, you have the floor.
We want to present a PowerPoint presentation also as our here and 7 minutes only.
Go ahead.
Can I ask my staff to present?
Ba't yun ang nandun? By the way,
Mukhang personal
did you
na.
name...
Oh.
Hindi, for the record, is she really a consultant?
I think so, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, hindi
Mr.
po ako...
While you're preparing your PowerPoint, sige, Sandra.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, ang rason ko po bakit nilabas ko itong issue is not because I want to let the Filipino people know kung sino ito. But this woman is lording the procurement below 1 million dyan sa PCSO. At ito, yung nag-procure, siya yung nagmaniobra ng mga lahat ng corporate giveaways at saka yung mga magagarang mga fruit basket full of...
Teka muna, pagka may procurement, di ba dadaan sa board? And there should be a board resolution to that effect? Kasi procurement yan eh.
That's correct po yan, sir. That's correct.
No,
That's the proper
I'm
procedure,
addressing
sir. Yes,
the
sir.
board members.
Yes, Senator Lacson, yes, that is correct. But at that time, we were yet to be appointed. So hindi pa ho kami nakaupo sa board.
Kailan yung, sinong board noon?
Si Director Balete.
Yeah. So you were there already.
Only 3 of
So
them.
at that time, dadaan sa board yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kailan may resolution bago kayo makapag-procure.
Yes, Your Honor.
COA, tama ba yun? Ano? Ganun dapat, yun ang procedure.
Pasalamat siya, na-approve nila, tatatlo lang siya, si Corpus, si General Balutan, at saka si Mr. Balete here. Wala pa kami ni Director Suntay. Kasi kung nandyan na kami, I don't think makakalusot yan. Dahil charity ito, babalik tayo sa Christmas party, which I want, Mr. Chairman, to please allow me. Later. Opo.
Pakinggan
At
mo natin yung presentation
Opo.
ng PCSO.
At ito po, yung
Sige,
sa
Sandra,
baba.
later we'll recognize
Okay.
you again. Sige, you're recognized. Alex, proceed.
Ready when I stop? Okay, sir. Let me allow my staff to present the accomplishment of PCSO ending 2017. With your indulgence, ladies and gentlemen.
Gano kahaba ito, Alex? This is 7-minute presentation. Lex, I'm talking to you.
Yes, Your
Don't
Honor.
gesture to me like that.
Kino-confirm ko lang, sir, dun sa aking staff from the other side because they will be the one presenting
Malapit
the...
na maniwala kay Mr. Ang na medyo bastos ka nga. Yung gaganunin mo ako, I was talking
Sir,
to you. Anyway, you proceed.
I'm asking my staff there, sir.
Good morning, Your Honors. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to have the opportunity to present to you today the 2017 accomplishments of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office. PCSO has taken a new life after various events that have occurred over the past few years. The current leadership of PCSO, together with its employees, even though we have met a lot of challenges in 2017, we have worked hard to achieve the strategic objectives for 2017. Let me start with how PCSO came into being. PCSO was created by virtue of Republic Act 1169, ratified in 1934. The Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office shall be the principal government agency for raising and providing funds for health programs, medical assistance and services, and charities of national character. So if you would notice, there are two major functions. First, raising funds, and then the second one is providing funds. So this is what makes PCSO unique. So from here, we have the two major functions, and in realizing these two major functions, what are the strategies of PCSO? In terms of fund generation, PCSO generates funds through the conduct of lottery games. Andyan po yung Lotto, Sweepstakes, Kino, and Small Town Lottery. In terms of fund provision, we implement various charitable programs such as the Individual Medical Assistance Program. This is the flagship program of PCSO wherein individual patients are assisted with their treatment, hospitalization, and medical expenses. We also implement the Institutional Charity Assistance Program, wherein PCSO assists private and public welfare institutions such as Home for the Aged, Women and Child Centers, Bahay Ampunan. We also have the Calamity Assistance Program. Kung mapapansin niyo po, tuwing po meron pong kalamidad, whether it is man-made or natural calamities, nandyan po ang PCSO to assist the Filipino people. We also have medical and dental mission. We have a team of doctors who visit far-flung areas to bring medical services and medicines to the community. Apart from this, we also have the medicine donation program. We donate medicines in kind to government and non-government agencies to help in the delivery of health services within their respective areas. We also have ambulance donation program. We give ambulance units to LGUs, government institutions, or health facilities to provide patients from poverty-stricken areas with emergency transport to the nearest hospital. We also have the Endowment Fund. This is a scheme wherein we give funding assistance to hospitals so that the assistance will be accessible and facilitating. Hindi na po kailangan pumila ng mga pasyente. Readily accessible po ito para sa mga charity patients. We also have the Medical Equipment Donation Program. We help in the upgrading of facilities of hospitals, which is crucial in diagnosing and treating patients. And the mandatory contributions, these are donations and assistance to different organizations mandated by law. So ayan po, yung fund generation, activities of the PCSO, and the fund provision programs of PCSO. Let me present to you the results of the efforts of the entire organization for the year 2017. Yung una pong function niya, which is fund generation, ito po yun. We are proud to announce that the PCSO's annual sales performance reached 52,986,520,391 pesos, the highest recorded revenue in the history of PCSO. Looking at the pie graph, the highest sales were generated through the Lotto games, 31 billion po yan. This is followed by the Small Town Lottery with 15 billion pesos, that comprised 29% of the total sales performance. Then Kino with 5 billion pesos and Sweepstakes with 22 million pesos. This graph shows the comparative sales performance of PCSO in 2016 and 2017. 2016 is represented by yellow color, at yung 2017 naman po, color red. If you would notice, there was a significant increase in all the fund generation strategies or games of PCSO. Andyan po ang Lotto, tumaas po yan, Kino, Small Town Lottery, and Sweepstakes. In fact, there was a 33.93% increase, ayan po, in the total sales performance of the agency, which amounts to 13.4 billion pesos. From fund generation, punta po tayo sa fund provision. Sa fund provision po, for 2017, the PCSO increased the daily IMAP allocation. This is to accommodate the increasing number of requests for medical assistance. Yung allocations po for the patient's hospitalization and medical needs were significantly increased in all areas. Doon po sa aming Lung Center of the Philippines na Extension Office, Northern Central Luzon, Southern Tagalog and Bicol Region, Visayas, and Mindanao branch offices. Gaano po ba kadami ang natutulungan ng PCSO? So for 2017, through the IMAP, the PCSO's flagship medical assistance program, the number of beneficiaries increased. PCSO was able to help 415,465 patients in medical expenses such as confinement, chemotherapy, dialysis, medicines, laboratory, and diagnostic procedures. Looking at the trending, there has been a consistent increase in the number of patients served. We had a 30% increase in the number of beneficiaries. Mas marami na pong natulungan ng PCSO ngayong taon na to. Alam niyo po, this has always been a challenge for PCSO because the number of patients keep on increasing. The challenge is for us to rationalize the distribution, and totoo naman po, we have to earn more so we can help more people. The STL has also been an effective tool in extending charity work. If you would notice, In implementing the STL, our key partners here are government agencies, the Philippine National Police, CIDG. They help us assure the proper implementation of STL, and they also benefit from STL. LGUs receive more than 472 million pesos, bukod pa po sa shares nila sa Lotto sales. Ang PNP po, for instance, got more than 166 million in 2016 and more than 314 million in 2017. This means that PNP was able to receive almost 500 million pesos in the last 2 years. In fact, for 2017, we had a 74% increase in shares distributed to cities, municipalities, provinces, PNP, and CIDG. That's the 74% increase. This year, we were able to distribute 221 ambulance units to various local government units, government hospitals, and health facilities. As patients are being transported to health facilities, they get quick access to patient care and treatment. Yan po, 221. For 2017, PCSO was able to donate 6,253,447,895 pesos and 12 centavos to different agencies and organizations as mandated by law. The list consists of agencies with diverse objectives. They reach out to different sectors and groups in the society to cater to varying needs. Dahil po dito, PCSO's avenue for helping Filipino people is being expanded. For the LGU shares, they receive 485 million as their shares from Lotto. If we add this to the STL share, kanina po na 472 million, LGUs received a total of 957 million from PCSO for 2017. The functions of majority of the organizations are not directly linked to our mandate. Kung makita nyo po yung nasa taas, these are welfare and health-related services like the National Council on Disability Affairs, Philippine Red Cross, Quezon Institute, Nutrition Foundation of the Philippines, directly related sa mandate ng PCSO. But majority of the organizations receiving funding through mandatory contributions are non-welfare and health-related services. Mamaya po i-discuss po namin yung graph showing that. Okay. We have other charity programs and services such as Medical and Dental Mission, serving 3,482 patients in 2017. We also have the Outpatient and Consultation Management Services, serving 14,935 patients. We have the Medicine Donation Program with 86 partner institutions and local government units, and the Medical Equipment Donation Program, which responded to the requests of 19 institutions. That's it. Okay. The IMAP has the biggest share, or they have the 8 billion pesos, okay, share. This is the flagship program of PCSO, directly being felt by individuals and families. This is followed by the mandatory contributions, 6 billion po. So kung makikita nyo po dito sa pie graph, yan. Yung color green po is the IMAP, the Individual Medical Assistance Program, and the orange one is the mandatory contributions. So 40% of the charity fund of PCSO goes to the mandatory contributions. Itong mandatory contributions po na ito, if you look at this way, yung welfare and health-related services po ay 0.01% po lamang, or 784,000 pesos. While those funding assistance that goes to non-welfare and health-related services comprised of 99.99%, or more than 6 billion pesos. So ganun po kalaki yun. This is the issue at hand, pagdating po dun sa charter amendment. Because most of the funding assistance goes to the organizations which is not consistent with the mandate of PCSO. Let us proceed to the other major accomplishments and milestones for the calendar year 2017. To make gaming and charitable services more accessible to Filipino people, PCSO opened 7 provincial branch offices. Andyan po yung Catanduanes branch. We have Eastern Samar branch, Ifugao branch, Lanao del Norte branch, Sultan Kudarat branch, Biliran branch, and Davao del Norte branch. So itong 7 branch offices po namin na bago na to, we are creating mini PCSO because we want PCSO to be closer to the Filipino people. So sa bawat branch office po ng PCSO, meron po tayong fund generation activities and fund provision programs. For example, sa Davao del Norte po, we are allotting 800,000 daily allocation for IMAP. So yung mga lumalapit po para humingi ng tulong medical at sa kanila pong hospitalization bills, nabibigyan tulong po sila through that IMAP allocation, 800,000 daily for Davao del Norte. So ganun po kaganda yung pagtatayo ng branch offices sa bawat probinsya. We have also increased the number of our authorized agent corporations from 20, naging 83 na lang po siya. Naging 83 po siya. So that's a very big jump. PCSO roadmap. This lays out the plan for PCSO sustainability and transformation. And as an incentive to our partner agents, binalik po ng kasulukuyang management yung Agents Commission on Lotto Jackpot winnings, which is 1% of jackpot price or maximum of 1 million. And to enhance transparency and integrity of games and other office affairs, we do live streaming of 11 a.m., 4 p.m., and 9 p.m. draws. We conduct the centralized STL draws and conduct media forums and STL conferences nationwide. We have also attained an overall satisfaction rating of 94.98%. Ito po yung mga IMAP beneficiaries namin and prize claimants. This was conducted by the Development Academy of the Philippines, and we got an overall satisfaction rating of 94.98%. In terms of organization development, the current management was able to address the lingering problem of the rationalization plan by conducting a full-blown organizational assessment. So as a result po, we're proud to say that we have the modified organizational structure of PCSO, which is relevant, supportive, and consistent with the mandate of PCSO. Okay. Now, we also contribute to positive changes. These are the meaning of the accomplishments that we have gained. For healthcare po, we enable patients to regain their state of productive social functioning. Gumagaling po yung pasyente, nakakabalik po sa trabaho, nakakatulong po sa pamilya. We also, now that we have 83 authorized agent corporations, the effort to fight illegal gambling remains firm and strong. We're proud to say that the growing number of agent corporations contribute directly to the charity and economic activities of the government. As a funding source of government agencies, we provide funding assistance to CHED, for example, to strengthen their higher education in the entire country. We also provide donation to Red Cross in their blood donation program and disaster relief operations. So clearly, as a funding source of various organizations, PCSO help in nation building. And through the STL, we create a total of 280,722 jobs. Kasama po dyan yung mga kobrador at saka mga kabos. They are given decent jobs with mandatory benefits. So ito po yung mga hindi makapagtrabaho due to lack of education, old age, and disability na ihahango po natin sila doon. And we're able to generate jobs. And of course, we're able to generate lotto winners. For 2017, we generated 69 lotto winners. And we're able to change lives by the millions. Okay. So PCSO is also contributing by aligning its goals to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the NEDA 10-point socio-economic agenda of the Duterte administration, and the National Poverty Commission Kilos Sambayanan. So we are supportive of the attainment of this goal through our various programs. From rising to the challenge and contributing to positive changes, we now move to greater heights in terms of PCSO's major functions, fund generation and fund provision. So we're looking into sustained revenue growth, development of more mass-based games, and opening of branch offices nationwide to increase lotto outlet partners and open new marketing channels, and the full expansion of STL operations. We are also expanding charity services through decentralization of service delivery and increased fund provision, and the governance and customer satisfaction. We look forward to constructing our own building in San Marcelino, Manila, and to sustain our quality management system ISO certification. So ito po ang PCSO noong nakalipas, sa kasalukuyan, at sa hinaharap. And before I end this presentation, allow me to share with you this well-known verse. There are three things that will endure: faith, hope, and charity. And the greatest of this is charity. Ladies and gentlemen, we're proud to be in an institution that is founded on the value of charity. Charity is meant for greatness. So as PCSO's noble works of charity. The current leadership of PCSO and its people will continue to share its story of hope, touch lives, and heal the Filipino people. Thank you very much and good day.
Thank you very much. Any question from the members?
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Pacquiao. Yeah, Senator Nasan. Then
ask
Senator
one
Pacquiao.
Quick question. You ended with the word charity, Gian Balutan. Could you help your committee by allowing us to come up with an acceptable definition of charity? Pinapanood ko kasi yung presentation. Now I understand. I'm beginning to understand why we have problems with our fiscal management. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying do not give this to this. No, I'm just saying there is so much duplication. No? And what falls through the cracks is a consequence of this duplication. Nagtuturuan eh. Covered na namin yan, but generically it's supposed to be covered by another agency, institution. I thought I was listening to a presentation from NEDA, local government, DILG. Yung pala, PCSO. So you ended, I just wanted to raise this point, Mr. Chairman. We asked this question in previous hearings. No? What is the definition of charity as far as the mandate of the PCSO is concerned, especially when you talk about RA 1169 that created you in 1954. If we zero in on this, maybe we can sort this out. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, GM Balutan. Salamat.
Please respond.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I understand that there is also a duplication of funding. That's why there was this meeting in Malacanang recently that there will be an integrated PhilHealth care program wherein the DOH, PhilHealth, DSWD, and PCSO will consolidate for the provisions of health care. Kasi anong nangyayari po, isang pasyente, nagpo-foraging siya at hindi alam kung saan pupunta, kung minsan nagkakadoble-doble po. So there is this move by Malacanang to really integrate those healthcare agencies.
Mr. Chairman, let me explain the rationale for the point I raised. No? Prospectively, the chairman is proposing the creation of a charity office. So balik naman tayo sa charity. No? If we are able to narrow down, tinignan ko kasi yung presentation, halos sa lagpas kalahati yung IMAP, di ba? Individual medical assistance. If we are able to narrow this down and zero in, then you can prioritize. Di ba? Hindi kung sa, dahil I'm not saying do not give to the PNP.
Yeah.
But if we have to fix our fiscal management approach to everything, di ba? Ang direksyon namin ngayon, no, having the power of purpose, is to go into line item budgeting. In fact, the chairman has this brave advocacy. Di ba? Budget reform advocacy for village empowerment. Masyadong malaki ang ina-arrogate sa national government. You look at the local government code, no? It devolve authority and responsibility. We forgot to devolve something, the money. So pag naka-zero in tayo dun sa IMAP, ma-expand ninyo, then dun ang limitasyon natin. Mapupuntiryan na natin yung pinakamahirap, yung talagang naghihingalo na. Instead of going all over the place and to this and that, to this and that, you might be assuming too much, no? More than we can chew. So just bear this into consideration para when you give your inputs, when the committee decides to move into technical working group meetings, no, we can move towards that direction para mawala na itong issue ng mga corruption. Corruption is real. No, we should confront it frontally. But it's in the control mechanisms that we fall short. So just take this into consideration, GM Balutan, para we can focus on this. Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, if I may add.
Attorney Santay.
Yes, Senator Nasan. Well, RA 1169 envisioned the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office as the primary institution of the government to be used to raise fund for charity purposes, healthcare, and medical assistance. But however, because of special laws passed by Congress, dumami ho yung pinaglalaanan ng pera, kaya pati sa Girl Scout may contribution na punta, sa PIDEA meron, sa PNP. That's why yung charity which is supposed to be used for health services and medical care medyo na-deplete ho. Well, especially now, the biggest problem that we have now is because with the implementation of the train, lahat ng ticket sales, meron na hong doc stamps which is passed. Kailangan kunin ho namin yung pambayad nun mula rin dun sa earnings from charity.
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Manny, sorry.
Thank
You're
you.
recognized.
I still have so many questions for clarificatory in aid of legislation to General Balutan. Since the Christmas party is mentioned by Sandra Kamen Atong Ang, our resource person, may I know when was that Christmas party happened?
I think 19. I have a separate presentation in 5 minutes, if you will allow that honor.
I would suggest that you respond to
Okay.
the question.
Just a question.
Yung issue na na-raise.
When was that?
19 December, Your Honor.
December 19. May I know how much the budget expended by that Christmas party? Because you're accused by a lavish Christmas party.
Yes, Your Honor. Initially, the board approved the more or less 10 million.
How much?
10 million for the Christmas party. But that's for planning purposes only. The actual expenses covered by OR or official receipts is only 6.2 million for 1,580 persons. Out of the 6.2, only 2.8 is spent, used is sa Shangri-La. Yun lang po yung nagastos doon for the food, the venue preparation, the physical arrangement doon sa venue. All the rest, ginastos po doon sa mga parapol, yung mga giveaways natin, corporate giveaways, and etc. Because yung initial fund na 10 point something, hindi nagastos lahat because there are miscellaneous expenses and other contingency fund na hindi naman po nagastos. Kaya inabot lang siya ng 6.25 million pesos all in all.
Who approved the budget, may I know?
Yung budget po natin na yan ay approved ng DBM because we have the annual program and budget, and doon sa APP namin, annual procurement plan, and this is approved by the DBM. Approved by the DBM is 14 million, and as then nung nagkaroon na nga kami ng meeting sa board, we approve the 10-something, 10.2 million approved by the board.
Itong Christmas party, gusto kong malaman kung nationwide ba ito or dito lang sa...
This is nationwide po.
Nationwide. That's why maraming
Marami po ito.
Okay.
1,580 personnel ang involved po dito.
Mayroon pa kayong Christmas party for children. Kasama na po
Yes,
ba yun?
yun.
Iba pa yun?
That is separate.
Separate pa yun. Doon sa 1,500?
Yes, sir. Your Honor.
Magkano po yung na-budget ninyo doon nagastos nyo doon sa children's party?
Children. KD is 524,000, but I understand this is not spent. Lahat po ito hindi naman siguro na gastos lahat. nakat din itong budget na ito.
Okay. In your Christmas party, I have record, you were giving prizes 20,000, 50 winners of 20,000 each. That's correct. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's a total of 1 million and giving up 10,000 each, 50 winners. That's 500,000. 5,000 each, 200 winners. That's 1 million. And 3,500 winners. Natag 1,005. No, that's 1.5 million pesos. And 1,000 each, 1,000 winners, that's 1 million. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
At gusto ko pong malaman kung magkano yung bayad nyo sa venue.
Sa venue po, mga 2.2 million, kasama na po yung pagkain doon sa ating mga bisita at sa ating mga empleyado. Ang nakita ko nga lang po doon na pagkain, yung manok lang at sa konting gulay, yan hindi naman po labis. At sabi ko nga, mamantikaan man lang yung gusto ng ating mga empleyado. Eh, tama na po yung sa amin. Mahihirap doon po itong mga empleyado na for doing well for the year.
I understand that. May I know if there's a limit for expenses like that, Christmas party, may limit ba yung, wala bang limit yung PCSO sa pagdating sa budget?
We tried our best na tipirin po. Actually, last year, ginanap po namin ito sa headquarters ng Marines doon sa Rado Hall. Sa Port Bonifacio para makatipid. Ang nangyari po kasi, naging logistical nightmare namin yung paghahanda doon sa Marines dahil nga sabi ko makakatipid tayo dito but apparently hindi ma-handle yung food. So nasira po yung food. Hindi katulad dito yung malalaking hotel, they have kitchen at fresh po na darating sa atin yung pagkain. Sa Marines po, ang ginanap namin, marami pong nasirang pagkain dahil iniluto nila yung catering na maaga pa, gabi pa yung aming party, so nasira po yung pagkain.
I just want to ask if there's a limit expenses for this Christmas party like that. May limit ba o walang limit yung...
The limit is the budget. According to our experience in Shangri-La, is only 6.3 million yung nagastos po namin. So therefore, that would be enough, the budget for the occasion, for the people that attended. I believe that is enough. Hindi na po natin masasabing napakarangya yung pagsasalo namin.
Yes, I'm sorry for asking this because I want a clarificatory answer from you because you are accused by a lavish Christmas party, spending how many millions of pesos, and supposedly that's for charity and para sa mga mahirap na tao. And then marami pa akong katanungan, pinibilisan ko na lang. Ito, just want to, para malaman naman ng taong bayan na anong function, anong ginagawa ng PCSO para hindi naman mawala yung trust ng taong bayan dito sa PCSO. I hope you understand that, General. And also, tama po ba na gumastos kayo ng 75,000 sa misa? Mas. Bisaya kasi yung Misa, Bisaya. Tama di ba, misa? No, misa. Hindi misa. Misa.
Your Honor, we only spent 16,000 as presented. This is with covered by, again, OR and mga and approved and inspected by our internal audit o the resident COA.
O, yan ang
16 lang po.
Ang ano ng
16.
ano. Kasi nag-ano dito sa akin is 75, ang nakakuha kong report is 75,000.
Chairman, with indulgence of the Senator Pacquiao, as far as I know, as a government official, bawal magbayad sa simbahan. There's a separation of church and state. COA is not allowed because when I was governor, marami nangihingi sa simbahan. Bawal, sabi ng COA. Why is PCSO using government funds? There's a separation of church and state. Even as a donation, it's not allowed.
Kindly enlighten us, COA, please. This issue.
Your Honor, that's correct. We are not supposed to use government funds in paying for religious activities.
So what you're saying is the 75,000 pesos spent for the mass is effectively disallowed.
I cannot say this early, Your Honor, because all the expenses support, all the disbursement vouchers supporting all these disbursements are not yet submitted to us for audit. So, in fact, I already wrote a memo asking that they submit it soon because we are, the preparation of our annual audit report is ongoing and we need those disbursement vouchers. So I cannot say yet as to the about this
Mr. Chairman, pending submission of PCSO of documents for auditing, just for the record, for clarity, spending government funds for church activities, whether donation or otherwise, is illegal or disallowed? Is yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Yes.
Senator Pacquiao.
Ay, yung sa Mass, Thanksgiving Mass po namin, hindi naman binigay po sa lahat sa pari yan. Doon sa physical preparation, bulaklak, lahat po ng ano ba, yung operatory namin. Hindi naman binigay sa...
Sabi ng pare, nung binilang daw niya yung binigay, 16,000 lang yata yung binigay kay ano.
16,000 lang po.
Pare.
Pero lahat-lahat po yan.
16,000 na nung binilang daw niya. 16,000 ba yan? 15,000.
Okay.
Binilang ng
Noted, your chairman, Mr. Chairman, next time, hindi na po namin bibigyan yung pare. Napakalaking kasalanan po pala yun. Sorry po.
Mr. Chairman, just to add, so binigay ba cash 15,000?
15,000 cash.
So paano ma-liquidate yun? Kung binigay cash, wala namang resibo yung simbahan.
Pagdasal lang.
Itong pare yun.
Baka magbigay ng ORC ang pare.
Baka
Pero
acknowledgement receipt
anyway,
lang po ang
acceptable naman si General na mali yon. Next time siguro mag-ingat tayo sa kasi this is PCSO, may mga limitation din tayo sa paggastos ng pera ng ating gobyerno. Pera ng taong bayan. Anyway, what is your policy or guidelines for Christmas party of government employees? Is there any limit on the budget? Yan yung tanong ko kanina. Ano yung polisiya ninyo? Kailangan hindi naman pwede yung walang limit ng paggastos ng pera para accountable tayo sa taong bayan. Ano yung ginagastos natin is mga mahirap na tao kasi yung nag-ambag niyan para magkaroon ng pundo ang PCSO.
Actually, there is no strict or what we call guidelines on in celebrating Christmas party or whatever party, anniversary. It's up to the concern of the top management, especially the board, to determine what's frugal and what is okay for the employees. Nakat na nga po namin dito, as listed is 11.12 million po yung initially, pero palagay ko mas magandang tingnan na nakat namin itong budget na ito. So 6.3 ay malaking bagay na po yun na hindi namin ginastos sa iba. And anyway, this, I would like to emphasize that this fund na kinain po namin is not coming from the tax of the people, but from the gaming public.
Mr. Chairman, can with the
That is
indulgence
not-
of...
That's not the reason.
Yes, sir,
Sometimes
but we still exercise prudence dun sa expenses.
Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of Senator Pacquiao, just in addition, I beg to disagree with the statement of General Balutan that there's no guidelines requiring parties. There is COA guidelines. There's a code of conduct for public officials. There's procurement law. You cannot just say, we want to choose a hotel. Dapat may quotation yan, may proseso yan. And you cannot say frugal yan. Because the President himself, hindi nagpa-party sa hotel. Nag-attend nga kami ng ASEAN, ang pagkain namin, kapiranggot. Tapos ang PCSO, whether you say it's charity, nag-hotel kayo. I beg to disagree. Yung nagbigay sa pare, Mr. Chair, illegal po yun. Yung claim na frugal, walang procurement guideline ng COA. Maybe we hear from the COA. Di ba may guideline yan? You cannot just choose any hotel. There's procurement processes. Maybe we can be enlightened. May canvas yan, may proseso yan. Hindi pwedeng sabihin na gusto namin itong hotel na to. Hindi pwede yan. Kasi as government officials, we should protect every pesos and spent. Di ba ho? COA, can you clarify?
First of all, with regards to disbursements, we are guided with the COA circular on the prevention of IUEE, which is irregular, unnecessary, unconscionable, excessive, extravagant expenditures. So that we have a guidelines on that.
In addition to that, Senator, kung gusto talaga nila mag-party, hindi naman kailangan sa hotel. Di ba ho? Kailangan sa hotel. You cannot say frugal, simple, and yet sa hotel. Maraming magagandang lugar na hindi naman kailangan sa hotel na mas quality ng food, masarap. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The reason why your party doesn't sit well with the Filipino people is because the very nature of your mandate is charity. Pagkatapos malalaman nila, no matter how much you spent, sabi mo nang hindi 10 million, 6 million lang, pero charity yung mandate ninyo, pagkatapos nando kayo sa 5-star hotel. Yun ang dahilan kung bakit nagkaroon ng controversy. Siguro kung halimbawang 10 million talaga nagastos nyo, pero nando kayo sa halimbawang basketball court, siguro hindi masyadong mapapansin eh. No? The very nature alone o yung venue mismo, yun lang controversial na eh.
Okay. Thank you.
Sige, go ahead. Thank you.
May I ask the COA, what's your opinion of this 6 million, more than 6 million na nagastos ng PCSO?
6.2, Your Honor.
6.2.
6.3, Your Honor.
6.3. Ano yung opinion nyo, ano yung comment nyo, ano yung masasabi ninyo dito sa pera na to na nagastos?
Your Honor, our audit is not based on opinion. It will be based on the documents that will be presented to us. So as of now, those documents are not yet in our custody, so I cannot say anything yet about those disbursements. But rest assured that once these vouchers and these documents are submitted for us for audit, we will make the necessary action in accordance with our mandate and in accordance with the COA guidelines on these disbursements.
Is that normal or na talagang ganon na ang ginagastos ng isang ahensya o
Your Honor, as what I've said earlier, we have a COA circular on the prevention of unnecessary, extravagant, and excessive expenditures. So we will look into those expenses in accordance with that guidelines.
Okay, thank you. To General, siguro marami ng mga concern ngayon. Alam niyo na
Mr.
yung mga
Chairman,
concern.
last na lang with the indulgence. May COA guideline, di ba, sa Christmas party na you're only allowed to spend up to 300 pesos per person. Is there a guideline? When I was governor, meron akong na naalala niyan. Government-wide COA guideline at 300 pesos budget per employee for Christmas party, whether meal allowance or the whole package. Please check. Ha?
We will look into that.
Thank you. General, maraming mga concern kasi dito. Dapat narito tayo para yung pag-usapan kung ano mga problema in aid of legislation, correct natin yung pagkukulang natin, especially yung paggastos ng sobra na wala naman sa batas, wala sa guidelines natin. So siguro especially kung wala pa kayong guidelines about expending, especially this Christmas party, you can recommend siguro sa board ninyo o anong rules, ano kayo ng rules para alam ng taong bayan kasi yung pera na ginagastos diyan galing sa mga mahihirap na tao. So I hope you are taking action of that. And next question about this PCSO guarantee letters. Sino po bang nag-i-issue nito? What is the policy of PCSO for the issuance of guarantee letters to hospitals and giving financial assistance? Gusto po nating malinaw yan, maklaro para sa taong bayan.
Your Honor, in the issuance of guarantee letter, it is being assessed by our charity sector. They are DICAD. Unang-una po, pupunta ang ating pasyente dun sa any branch of the PCSO, 63 branches nationwide, and we have 57 partner hospital nationwide. Doon po ipinoproseso yan. Anong second na hihingin po namin is the medical abstract, then yung final billing. From the final billing, ima-minus po yung, as per coordination with other agencies, yung PhilHealth po, yung senior citizens discount and other medical insurance, we do not cover room rate and also yung professional fee. All others, kinakategorize namin from A to F yung pasyente. Meaning, pagka indigent ka, you are categorized as F. Maaring 100% po yung may bigay namin. Pero pagka A ka, meaning may pera ka at may kakayanan ka, mga siguro 40 to 50% lang may bigay sa iyo ng PCSO. That's how we issue guarantee letter. And every case, medical case, meron po itong katapat na pondo. For example, pan open surgery, meron hanggang doon ka lang.
Okay, how much the maximum?
Less than a million, yung pong sector ang nag-analyze niyan. And then the last thing is I will sign the guarantee letter as processed by the charity sector. Then above 1 million, ito na po yung mga transplant, kidney, mga mahal na po ito, inaabot ng 7 million. Over 1 million, board na po ang nagde-decide. It's not me, because collegial body na po ang nagde-decide nito.
May I know for 2017 how much guarantee letters you in financial assistance have you spent? Mag-ilang yung guarantee letters and how much financial assistance you have spent on 2017?
We've spent for 2017 is 8.08 billion pesos for the IMAP, Your Honor.
7.8?
8.08 billion.
8.0. That's for 2017?
That's 2017, Your Honor.
2017, okay. Because based sa aming pag-research sa PCSO has been giving guarantee leaders and financial assistance up to 1.5 million pesos each to certain privileged individuals payable to high-end hospitals. Mayroon po kaming mga listahan dito. Is that correct?
Siguro po dati yun, ano? Pero as far as we know, we partner with hospital, even St. Luke's na yan or Makati Med or Kasi doon lang po minsan na nakakagamot yung ating mga pasyente. Especially, there are only 3 transplant capable hospitals, St. Luke's, the NKTI, and the Medical City. So, hindi po natin maiwasan yung ating mga pasyente na pumunta doon, but on a limited basis, ipinoprocess po yung kanilang mga application. So, in the case of 1 point something million, it's approved by the board. Ito na po yung malalaking catastrophic cases like transplant na nga po. Tsaka mga heart surgery na ito.
Hindi ba ang binibigyan natin ng tulong is yung mga mahihirap na tao? Binibigyan natin ng financial assistance, yung guarantee letters ay yung mga nasa charity ward lamang o sabihin nating semi-private rooms. Tama po ba?
Correct po. That's why when you apply for assistance from PCSO, tinanggal po namin, it automatically disqualified kung ang isang pasyente ay rent ng room, ng deluxe, semi-deluxe, or big private, you are automatically disqualified. Kaya nakikita namin po yung mga ibang na-accommodate doon sa charity ward. Doon po. Kasi ang ibig sabihin, pagka nandun ka sa deluxe, maybe 5,000 to 7,000 a day yun, per one. So, dinisqualified po namin yun.
Okay, you might not know or you know of this. I have papers, so many papers here. Records na nakuha ko na you're giving the PCSO giving guarantee letters to siyempre sa mga may mga kaya. Okay, especially kasi concern ako dito, this is because we are talking about the money of the people para sa mga mahirap. Para makorek lang natin, we're here in aid of legislation, makorek lang natin. Kasi yung mga tao nandyan sa harap ng PCSO, ilang araw na yung iba walang kain, nagpakasakali. Yung iba, kasi ang cut-off nyo yata, 9 o'clock in the morning, maghintay ng 5 o'clock. Pag hindi na doon matutulog sa harapan ng PCSO, matutulog doon. Tapos minsan yung iba walang kain, lang, tapos inom ng tubig. Nararamdaman ko kasi yung nararamdaman nila. Nararamdaman ko, nafe-feel ko yung paano magutom, paano mangailangan. Ngayon, dito sa record ko, para makorek lang natin to, para hindi na ito mangyayari, General, makorek natin, mapatakbo natin ang government natin ng tama. Kasi dito sa record ko, St. Luke's, St. Luke's Hospital, mayroon pa tayo ditong The Medical City Hospital, Asian Hospital and Medical Center, Makati Medical Center. Dito, lumalabas, I will not mention the names, lumalabas, 1.5 million, itong mga yung pasyente na to, 1.5 million, tapos private, sabi mo nga, mahirapan pa sila sa semi-private. Pero dito, ang room sila, private. Mga mahal, 1.5 million. So, marami ito. Kasi gusto ko lang, alam ko, ang puso nyo, tulungan natin yung mga kababayan natin, yung mga mahirap na kababayan natin. Kasi, yung iba dyan na natutulog sa harapan ng PCSO General, alam mo, 5,000 lang makuha, kung ilang araw sila, ganito yung ilang araw sila naghintay dyan, matulog sila doon, minsan nalipasan ng gutom, tapos makakuha sila 5,000 lang, 10,000 lang sa PCSO. But this people na nandito nasa record natin, may mga kaya ito eh, may mga I will not mention the names kasi marami yung names dito. May mga kaya ito eh. Hindi kailangan siguro suriin nating mabuti yung hindi yung dahil kilala mo, dahil kilala natin o may kakilala ng tao natin tapos may kaya naman, hindi na natin basta-basta sagutin yung bill nila. Kasi itong nangyayari kasi marami akong nasagap na mga balita na ganun ang nangyayari. So, anong masasabi nyo rito?
Malaman ko lang po, Your Honor, kung anong taon po yan. Dahil
2017. 2017.
Liver transplant po yan. It's authorized by the board. Kasi ang liver transplant ngayon, inabot na ng 5 million. Yun lang po ang pwede nating ibigay sa kanila. May case rate po kami, ang tinatawag natin.
Tapos, this is a private room. Suite ito ha, suite ito. Hindi ito, hindi ordinary ito, hindi ito semi-private. Hindi ito semi-private, kundi suite itong mga rooms na ito. So meaning, itong ang mga pasyente na to may kaya. So siguro, you might not know this, kasi yung mga tao mo baka magpipresenta doon ng ito, tulungan natin to, tulungan ito. Hindi dapat ganun. Kailangan talaga yung qualified, na mahirap talaga, at nangangailangan, at marami tayong mga natutulog dyan sa harapan ng PCSO, na dapat nating talagang yun ang tuunan natin ng pansin at tulungan natin. Kasi ang tumataya sa PCSO, alalahanin natin, ang tumataya sa PCSO, yung mga walang perang tao, yung mga mahirap na tao na isang kahig, isang tuka, para lang, kung baka masurtihan sila, tumama sila, may pang sila. Iyon dapat natin na wag natin, you might not know this issue, but narito na rin lang tayo, in aid of legislation para makorek natin kung ano yung mali ng ating ahensya, because I believe you na gusto mo rin ng pagbabago, gusto mo rin ng tulungan ang mga kababayan natin, then whatever mistake that we make in the past, I'm hoping that you have to correct that, and especially this issue of Christmas party, and then explain the lavish Christmas party, and then explain the useless yung mga events. I-correct siguro natin yan. And then pwede ba nyo bang may record ba kayo nito? Marami dito.
I'm sure we have the record, Your Honor. But I would like to react on the yung maraming pila. We have extended our services, especially in the Lung Center of the Philippines. Hindi na po from Monday to Friday, but we extended that to from Friday to Saturday without overtime pay. Because yung volume po ng mga pasyente, nagdoble na po halos lahat, from 350 to 415,000 po yung naging pasyente natin all over the country. We are averaging mga 700 sa Lung Center.
You wish to say something?
Yes, Mr. Senator. And in addition, because we understand the sentiments of Senator Pacquiao, in addition to extending the working days of our Lung Center office, we institutionalized the ASAP desk. Yung ASAP desk ho natin sa mga hospital ho, naglagay na ng desk ng PCSO. Ibig sabihin, hindi na ho kailangan pumila sa Lung Center para makakuha ho ng tulong galing sa PCSO. They could go straight to yung mga hospital ho, may mga accredited na ASAP desk, doon na ipinoprocess yung mga medical assistance na hinihingi nila. With regards naman ho sa mga private rooms, we also institutionalized here in the PCS na pagka kasama sa billing ng pasyente, yung billing for rooms, hindi ho yan, inaalis yan Kasi ang nangyayari ho, pagka meron tayong pasyente na lumalapit, humihingi ng tulong sa PCSO, kasama yung case report ng doctors at saka yung billing. Ito pinapadala sa charity division natin, wherein which yung social worker natin would take out yung mga hindi pwedeng isama, kagaya ng professional fees, yung kung may hospital room, tinatanggal din ho. It is not included doon sa ibinibigay ng tulong. And PCSO does not shoulder the entire amount. Meron lang hong amount na based doon sa formula na pwedeng ibigay ang PCSO.
Based on the record kasi, may 1.5, maraming 1.5, 1 million, 800, almost 900,000, 800,000, 700,000. Sandra, you may say something.
Thank you, Your Honors. Mr. Chairman, GM Balutan is lying to his teeth with the rich beneficiaries. I'm challenging him right now, and I'm asking Your Honors, Mr. Chairman, na isubpi na lahat ang papeles Kasi hindi man ako makakuha sa kanya ng papel dahil ayaw niya akong pabigyan. So, ito po, Mr. Chairman,
Attorney, being a member of the board,
yes,
are you not authorized to, or are you not given access to the documents of the
only
PCSO?
me, I think, only
No,
me. I don't
I'm
know with the
asking,
other.
board member or board director.
Senator, we if there are documents that are needed, we write the concerned departments or the GM for access.
You're given full access.
I
sir.
did.
Sige, Sandra.
I did twice. One for the STL documents and for this beneficiaries. Pero binuli nila ako. Akala nila mamimilitarize ako nila. But I'm for the truth and I'm for the people. Nagbigay siya ng memo sa mga AGMs na pag maghingi, anybody who is unauthorized, and I'm a part of the board, na kung sino ang hindi pag idadaan sa kanya. Twice, I tried, pero wala po akong nakuhang answer.
Are you referring to this memorandum dated December 21,
Yes, sir.
2017? And if I may read, to all officials and employees from the general manager, subject proper release of official documents in the interest of the service and for proper control of official documents, all officials and employees are hereby instructed to refrain from releasing data, reports, and other official documents to unauthorized individuals without prior approval from the general manager. All requests for official documents shall be made in writing, addressed to the GM for approval. What is the basis of this memo?
Actually, there are control documents, especially when we talk about legal issues, business secrets, intelligence
What business
operations.
secrets are you talking about?
Yung mga operations po namin sa...
Bakit? Why should it be secret or classified?
Ang nangyari po kasi dyan, Your Honor, ay kumuha siya ng, nakakuha naman siya ng documents.
No, I'm not referring to Ms. Sandra Cam.
Yeah.
Anong basis nitong memorandum disallowing release of documents? Hindi naman kayo intelligence unit. Hindi naman kayo NICA. Anong classified documents meron sa PCSO na hindi pwedeng ma-open sa public?
Yung mga sakit po ng ating mga pasyente.
So,
Hindi pwedeng i-divulge yan. Kung may HIV ka po, hindi pwedeng sabihin.
that's another matter. But this is all-encompassing. Walang qualification eh.
We have this FOI law. The following documents are not to be made available to the public. Can I read?
Mr. Chairman, can I just add, the request of Director Sandra Cam is not for public consumption. It's her requesting it on her capacity as the director. And if ever she violates that, that's her call.
Exactly.
But as the President trusted her, appointed her as director, I think you should trust every director here to get documents for their perusal, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, kasi sa totoo lang, binuli ako from day one nitong si GM Balutan. Nung ako'y nag-try sa kanya, nung makita ko, may sumingit lang kasi sa akin folder, my second day, doon sa draft na 14 million for the Christmas party, I asked one of my staff to get a board resolution, and apparently there was no board resolution. It was a memorandum signed by the good general manager, and it shows for 9.3 million. Yung sinasabi niyang 6 million at mga wag na tayong magbulahan dito, gumamit kayo, you hired somebody from outside na para ayusin nyo ang nyo dyan sa PCSO. And Mr. Chairman, hanggang ngayon wala akong nakuha ni isang dokumento except for doon na nakuha ng aking staff na certified true copy nung breakdown ng aming lavish Christmas party. Nang tinanong ko siya over the phone with my secretary around here, nang sinabi ko sa kanya, GM, meron po ako ditong papeles, dokumento tungkol sa Christmas party. It's quite malaking halaga. sinigawan niya ako over the phone. He raised his voice on me and he said, Sandra, that's above board. Dumaan yan sa board noong November 16. And for your information, I'm the general manager here. I am the only one who can decide where and when. Nakiusap ako sa kanya na i-defer ang Christmas party because we have the Orduha and then Vinta is coming in, ang daming kalamidad. Ang sagot niya sa akin, that's above board. So, the following day, that was our board meeting and the Chairman Corpus was there, I again brought up that matter, walang sumagot, so that means no. Sabi ko, then, hindi po ako pupunta sa Christmas party as a protest on my part dahil hindi ko kayang kumain ng masarap. Sinungaling siya na manok lang, Mr. Chairman, at saka kung ano lang yon. It's a very lavish food at saka sabi ko, hindi ako kayang kumain ng masarap na pagkain nang alam ko sa Kabisayaan at Mindanao, maraming kailangang pamilya sa kalamidad. Pero hindi. Ginagamitan ako, Mr. Chairman, ng pagka-general niya. Noon ka-general. Now we are both the same. We are just member of the board. You have to put that in mind. Etong nag-ano sa akin, hindi lahat ng empleyado mo kaya mong gamitin. May nag-feed din sa akin ng information. Mr. GM Balutan. And Mr. Chairman, ito, nung siya ay nag-flag retreat, they asked all the employees to wear red. And I want to show you the t-shirt that he used na ginamit pa niyang isang batang maliit para anuhin. Eto po, sir. Lalaki ka, magpakalalaki. Ako babae ako, pero lalabanan kita.
Address the chair.
Mr. Chair, I want to put this in record. I'm a woman with balls. I will fight this general. Ito po. ESCAM. Labanan ang ESCAM. Ako ang nag-ano ng katarantaduhan nyo dyan sa PCSO. Ako ngayon ng ESCAM. And at the back, it's hashtag Ang, which is referring to Mr. Ang. At binasuot ito sa bata. Is that right, Mr. Chairman?
Saan nanggaling yung funding, yung pondo ng pambili ng... How many t-shirts were distributed?
A lot. He involved all the employees na magsuot. Ang iba naman, ayaw sumuot, napilitan, nag-jacket.
Attorney Sontay, would you know how much was spent and kung ano yung source ng funds nito?
Sorry, Mr. Santos.
Hindi nyo na-take up sa board?
I have no idea. Yes.
But you were already a member of the board?
Yes, wala ho sa
Wala na-take up sa board
take up
yan.
sa board.
So, GM, Balutan, anong source ng funding nito?
I really don't know, Your Honor.
He was also wearing the same shirt,
binigay
Mr.
na sa akin,
Chairman. It's on the video.
Yeah, I wear that. Is there
Your Honor.
something wrong? If there's something wrong about that,
There is something wrong because
Ayan, nakita niyo yan, oh. Nambabara ko yan, oh.
Pinupuwersa
niya lahat ng tao magsuot niyan. Alam na,
wala akong pinupuwersa dyan.
Your Honor,
This is voluntary.
binabara ko niya lahat ng tao.
Voluntary po yan ng mga empleyado.
Para lang
na
mapagtakpan
ayaw
lahat
sa
ng kalokohan niya.
Mr. Chairman.
Ano sinasabi ko nga, this tao
Anyway,
na to, eh.
what at a time? Sandra, you have the
Mr.
floor.
Chairman, I just want to inform this honorable body. Binuli nila ako, sanay naman ako lumaban sa mga general na siraulo. Pero pag general na matino, andyan ako, saludo ako ng saludo. Pero pag corrupt ka ng general, patay ka sa akin talaga.
Your Honor.
Mr. Chair,
Now-
can I say something?
Now, just a moment, sir. With indulgence of your honors, gusto ko lang i-ano yung sabi ni Congressman El Rey tungkol sa Camarines Sur. Look at these pictures. Ito, wedding na wedding ito. Ha? Ito sa Pangasinan. Viniber ko ito sa kanya at huwag kang magsinungaling ulit dahil nandito pa rin. May ginawa ka ba? nang tayo ay nasa board, ang biniblame mo ay ang PNP. What did I say? To you and to Mr. Corpus, don't blame the Philippine National Police here. Because it's our system. Sistema po ang mali dito. Andito ang pulis. Magre-raid. Ang ni-raid, yun, bukis na bukis, ha? Nakikita na ng pulis. Di ba, mga Mr. Police? Nakikita nyo, bukis. Hindi nyo ma-charge, kung ma-charge nyo man, dismiss. Why? Dahil nakasuot ng PCSO ID. Ngayon, Mr. Chairman, ako ngayon, anytime, pwede ako malis ng PCSO. Hindi dapat ang PCSO as an agency ang dapat sisihin dito. Ang sisihin dito yung mga corrupt na kagaya ni Mr. Balutan and Mr. Corpus. Sila yun. Huwag kayong magturo sa mga PNP dito. Dahil sistema po natin. O nagmamayabang ka pa, binigyan nyo ng ilang milyon ng pulis. Paano naman hantay ang pulis? Pag naka-raid ng mga ganitong mga pictures, ito sa Pangasinan ito. Pero may ginawa ka? Wala kang ginawa.
Anyway, PNP, DIDM, kindly submit to the committee yung list of cases that you, or list of raids that you have conducted, list of cases that you have filed and pursued in court, how many were dismissed, yung cases, at ilan yung nag-prosper.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, can I say something in line with the issue at hand?
And before I recognize you with your indulgence, would you confirm, lalo yung mga regional directors, hindi yung mga bago, would you confirm yung handicap ng mga pulis sa pagre-raid, na every time you conduct raids and effect arrests, hindi kayo makapag-file ng kaso because they're wearing PCSO IDs. So in effect, parang cover. Kasi I've heard this from a lot of policemen. Ito sir ang problema namin. Magre-raid yung mga tao namin, minsan nakakasuhan pa. Anybody from the PNP? Yung mga dating regional directors na. Mao, sige, ikaw.
Good morning. Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I'm talking in behalf of my former position sir, as DDO, Deputy Director for Operations, wherein we conduct oversight committee meetings every week. What we do is to all complaints, all cases regarding PCSO and AACs are being monitored by us. And that's true, sir. Pag may nahuhuli, here comes now the AACs presenting documents. Pagpasensyahan na at wala pang uniform. Mga ganun, sir, ang reasons.
4A.
Sir, in Calabarzon, sir, I confirm the incidents that the persons who have arrested are wearing ID, of PCSO, and most of these cases that we have filed were already dismissed. Sir.
Other regions? Region 5. Dito ba yung Region 5? Dito yung DRDA. Wala. Mga PDs, present. Kamsur?
Yes, Your Honor. The same experience as what my seniors have said.
Ikaw, wala pa. Sige.
Sir, I will speak when I was the regional director of PRO 7. We have the same problems here. If we will arrest the reported illegal gambling, when we arrest them, they will show their IDs, but when we verify them on the master list, because they are now required to submit yung names of their agents, coordinators, but sometimes wala yung list, wala sa list, and they will said hindi pa raw sir updated. So the problem there, sir, if ever nahuli at nakasuhan, the policeman will be charged because of that ID. So ang policy ko sir doon, rather than charging them, sir, no, is just to make a report to PCSO that their AAs is involved in illegal gamblings, and for the PCSO to take the appropriate action for the deduction on their cash bond kasi it was stated in their IRR. But the problem, sir, matagal, sir, yung action.
Romy, you used to be director of Eastern, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Do you share the same experience?
Yes, sir. We have the same experience. Even in Pangasinan, sir. Nag-level up doon, sir, naging bookies. Yung sinabi nga ni Ma'am Sandra, there is a presence of bookies. Ang predicament nga lang doon, sir, pag nang huli is there were IDs and even certification to that effect that they are authorized agent.
So there's unanimity, di ba? Pare-pareho yung experience. So we have a big problem at hand. And as raised earlier by Congressman El Rey, PCSO seems not to be doing anything about it. Ang nangyayari, pagka may problemang ganito, PCSO ang ituturo PNP because sila yung law enforcement. So bugbog na naman yung PNP.
Siguro, by now, it's very clear that, na doon sa mandate ng PCSO, doon sa presentation nila, sinabi nila two things. They raise revenues and use that revenue for charity. But how can they raise revenues properly when the government is defrauded, when all the police here have said, that illegal ang nangyari ng operation under the guise of STL. So malino po, GM, Balutan, we have high respect for you, but please, you have the power. It says in the IR, you have the power to automatically suspend, revoke, based of preponderance of evidence, malinaw. Then dun sa issue po, Chairman, dun sa pag-disburse ng charity na minention ni Senator Pacquiao, apparently may malinaw na lack of fiscal management sa pera ng gobyerno. Nagbibigay ng pera sa simbahan, nagla-lavish party. At gusto ko lang i-cite dito sa record na to, Mr. Chair, mas malaking anomalya sa PCSO, na sinite ng COA na 2016, nagbigay kayo ng mga bonuses over 500 million pesos, Mr. Chair. Sabi ng COA, 518.314 million was granted to officials, employees. 503 million was for payments of allowances, bonus, and other benefits that were not supported by legal basis. 2016, sabi ng COA, the PCSO's 2016 pay package to its officials and employees includes the following: Christmas bonus, 151 million. Educational assistance bonus, 123 million. Grocery bonus, 71 million. Weekly draw allowance, walang basis, 60 million. Hazard pay given to non-public health workers, 27 million. Revenue performance incentive, 23 million. Despite the fact, Mr. Chair, na meron ng prior disallowance the previous year na 1.3 billion, nag-disperse pa sila ng 503 million. So, tapos nag-party pa sila ng lavish. So, apparently, Mr. Chair, may problema po sa PCSO, napakalaki. In terms of raising revenues, dispersing.
Yeah.
At malinaw po.
Again, to the police officers, will you confirm that most of the AACs are fronts of gambling lords? 4A, Region 3, all the regions. Di ba? Marami dyan fronts ng gambling lords. No? Nakalagay lang sa corporation documents, names of persons. Pero actually, ang talaga may-ari, gambling lords, hindi ba? Because paano mag-proliferate yung bookies or yung bookies, yung guerrilla, kung hindi gambling lord yung nasa likod?
Sir, at Calabarzon, sir, we have initiated series of dialogues with AAC and field personnel of PCSO, sir. And one of the issues raised by the AAC, sir, yung mga management nila at the city and municipality, sir, although they are on records employees, sabi nila, sir, hindi daw nila makokontrol because these people are recommended by the local government executive na ang loyalty daw, sir, wala sa kanila. But I gave them suggestion na pagka may violations, bakit hindi nila tanggalin? And some of the AACs in Calabarzon, sir, have responded to this recommendation. May mga natanggal na sila na, ano, sir, na operators sa City Municipality, sir.
Romy?
Sir, Mr. Chair, ang indicator lang naman dito, sir, is napakadali, sir. Yung mga tauhan nga ni ISIS ay dating kobrador ng wedding. So,
Talagang front ng gambling lords. Ginagamit lang yung AAC, yung contract nila with the PCSO as front, as cover. But actually, yung gambling operators of the old, ano, yung mga antigo na mga gambling operators, gambling lords, sila pa rin talaga nag-ooperate. And PCSO knows this. If you tell me that you don't know about this, then you're fooling me. Kasi alam nyo naman kung sino yung kausap dyan eh. Alam nyo rin na nagigirilla. Alam nyo rin na binubukis. My question to you is, how do you do your due diligence ba? Paano kayo nag-due diligence do sa mga nag-a-apply as AACs? Alam nyo ba kung sino yung mga members ng board, ng korporasyon? Case in point, somebody text me this, ano, Laguna. Ramloyd. Alam nyo ba kung sino yung Ramloyd? And there's a violation here, because Ramloyd, short for husband and wife, Ramon and Loida Presa. Si Ramon Presa is now the mayor of Chaong. Now, COA and probably GCG, mga lawyers. Hindi ba bawal makipagkontrata yung government official with the government? Conflict of interest, di ba? So, tanong sa PCSO, anong due diligence ang ginagamit ninyo para malaman kung sino talaga may-ari nung outfit na binibigyan nyo ng kontrata?
Mr. Chair, can I add to that? In Camarines Sur, even Chance used to operate under PCSO until 2012. They were stopped for illegal gambling as of 2012. Pagdating na naman ng 2016, despite the fact na disqualify sila ng PCSO, sila inaward pa rin sa kanila po, Mr. Chair, na dati nang identified as a gambling lord, illegal gambling, inaward pa rin na. So, tama po kayo, Mr. Chair, in the sense that ginagamit ang PCSO as a front, and the people behind these companies are really gambling lords. In Camarines Sur alone, yung even Chance, public knowledge, ang initial raw, BP. Alam nyo na kung sino yung BP na yan. Again, against the dummy law yan. Nagdami lang yung mga director. Public knowledge po yan sa Bicol kung sinong may-ari. And yet, PCSO chooses to have a blind eye and deaf ears towards these accusations, Mr. Chair.
GM, you seem to be, are you still feeling your way in? Do you still want to proceed as, chairman? Gusto mo pa mag-chairman?
I'm still observing, Your Honor. And I was talking with my classmate that the failure really is more on regulation. So we'll talk with the board on and conduct vetting on those who did not commit to their PMRR. And, we are just a collegial body.
You're a collegial body, but it seems that all the powers, mukhang nasa GM,
Sa
di ba?
GM, sir. And,
That's a fact, di
yes,
ba?
sir.
That yung board is actually helpless. Not really helpless in the true sense of the word, pero ang power talaga dyan nasa GM, who is also a member of the board.
Yes, sir.
Bakit ganon?
That's why
Ako, pag ako yung nag-judge, pag nakita ko yung dalawa ba, mas astig si Chief Superintendent Pinili kasi chairman eh.
But
Pero hindi,
in
ang
reality,
siga
the-
talaga dyan yung
the
GM, di ba?
Because he's the one implementing and he has control of the 1,000 more or less personnel of the PCSO operation. So it's provided according to.
So would
Attorney
you
Santay.
recommend na pag dinrap na namin itong bill, yung final draft, bigyan natin ng power yung board, balik natin yung power sa board?
I'm a former military officer,
Yeah,
so there should
I
be
know.
one commander. So if there's another in charge subordinate with the chairman, this is really, really a problem of coordination. So maybe there's a wisdom, maybe of the one in charge should be the chairman. So, and if the GM fails, can recommend for his replacement. So, I'm just
But of course, you're all
observing-
contractuals,
obser-
hindi ba? Yearly.
Yeah.
Dadaan sila sa inyo sa GCG. How do you evaluate GCG, please? Anybody from GCG?
Yes, Mr. Chair, Your Honors. With respect to the selection nomination process, all appointee directors for board of directors for the GOCCs or government-owned and controlled corporations undergo our process. So for PCSO, for example, there are six appointive members, 5 members, and 1 GM. The general manager is also a member of the
Bakit
board.
even number? Di ba may problema yun? Who will break the tie? Sa board, PCSO. Sa ngayon, 5 kayo, pero dapat 6. 5 lang.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Senator, 5.
Pero sa charter ninyo, 6? Hindi, 5 talaga.
5
Yes.
ho, 5
Okay.
talaga.
Yes, please proceed.
Yes. So under their charter, there are 5, then separate kasi yung general manager. And with respect to the selection nomination process, they are qualified by the fit and proper rule initially. Then for the subsequent reappointments, that is yearly evaluation for directors, for the reappointment process for this board of directors. So annual siya. And actually, ang GM is, we cannot say na GM is above the board since actually the board members elect a CEO from among themselves. So, after ng pwede actually sila mag-elect ng GM ng bago if they are allowed to elect from among themselves.
That's the reason why when the President makes an appointment, hindi naman sinasabing GM di ba?
Yes,
As a
yes,
board
sir.
member, PCSO.
Yes.
And then it's up to them to select or to elect their chairman and the GM.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Pero
that's
in
correct.
practice, siyempre, nakabulong na yun kung sino yung GM, sino yung chairman.
Chair, can I, with your indulgence, can I ask a few questions kay PCSO Chairman? Because, Chairman, based on the preponderance of evidence I've presented, based on the testimonies of the PNP, based on all the discussions, we've been talking about this for a few hours. For example, in Camarines Sur, I have raised 8 strong grounds for immediate revocation of even chance unauthorized AAC. Nagpapataya sa bata, hindi nagmi-meet ng PA. 8 grounds po yan na ano ba ang stand nyo? Di ba dapat automatic revocation na yan?
And I'm just today old, and according to my partner here.
No, but based on the po, based on the
we will decide and for the revocation.
I go back to my previous question. Can the board do something?
Yes.
Yes,
Kung kontra sa GM.
yes, Mr. Senator, Congressman Villafuerte, we actually, kami kasi ni Director Sandra, we only assumed last December 6. I got hold of your letter because I was copy furnished way back, I think, nung mga around December 17 na. But rest assured that we will take it up in the board because the board has supervision and control over the AACs, and we could, to the board, to the decision of the board, we can cancel or suspend the operation of the AAC.
We had a hearing in the Committee on Games in the Congress December 11. GM Balutan was there, including officials of the PCSO. And they said that you were going to have a board meeting sometime 13 on 14 of December. And I understand this was discussed. So, it's already January 25, 24. Siguro, dapat na desisyon na to because kawawa ang gobyerno na de-defraud and illegal gambling talaga ang nangyayari.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, through you. Well, I was not invited in the December 11 congressional hearing, so I had no knowledge that.
No, but
it was
my point is
discussed
you had the board meeting on December 13.
there. Yes, it was not discussed.
Are you sure? Because the GM Balutan committed under oath that you will discuss and raise this issue.
The issue was raised that there were questions with regards to the operations of Evergreen.
Even chance.
Even chance, yes, yes. It was raised that it was a subject of the congressional hearing.
So, Mr. Chair, may I ask, humbly ask, fully documented with affidavit. There's nothing more to investigate except to verify the documents. Anong nagkatapusan po?
So, well, Mr. Chairman, what we could do is, based on the complaints, we will request the board secretary to include it in the agenda so that the board can act appropriately to
When
either
is your
suspend or cancel
next
it.
board meeting? When?
January 31st.
31st? Yeah, you are about to say something.
Mr. Chairman, rest assured, next na board meeting dito, kahit ako tapunan pa ng anonym GM Balutan, ilalaban ko to. Dahil ito ay pera ng mahihirap na dapat bumalik sa mga mahihirap din. At saka kitang-kita na po dito with your indulgence, Mr. Chairman, kitang-kita na ang conspiracy between the general manager and the gambling lords. Huwag niyang sabihin na hindi niya alam na itong mga franchisee ng STL, ang nasa likod nito are gambling lords. Tell it to the Marines. Kung ako alam ko kung sino, pwede ko nang, kung gusto nyo, pangalanan ko na itong gambling lord na nagpoprotekta sa kanila. Challenge me, GM, and I will say.
No. You go ahead.
It's Bong Pineda. How many franchisee Bong Pineda has?
O, ilan ang franchises ni Bong Pineda?
There were...
Total.
Ang total niya is 16.
Out of?
Sinasabi niya 92, 93. Ang isa pa,
Name the provinces, the areas.
Bulacan, Pampanga, Camarines Sur, Nueva Ecija, Bataan, Zambales. Hindi, marami na yun. Andyan, hindi ko na alam kung ano, bibasahin ko pa ba isa-isa, pero alam nyo na. Okay. Ang Sorsogon, sakay niya din. Pinagluloko tayo dito. Ang aking ano dito is yung anti-corruption campaign ng ating mahal na Pangulo. Sabi niya, stop corruption now. Etong PCSO, mabuti na lang dumating si General Pinili. And I have a heart on him. And I will gonna help. Nung unang pasok ko dito sa PCSO, matigas itong dalawang mga general. Akala nyo, kaya nyo akong bulihin? Aber, kaya mo akong bulihin, Mr. Chairman?
Ms. Cam, point of order. Anyway,
Mr. Chair, I'd just like to add,
gusto ko lang ma-educate further, magkano dapat talaga yung pumapasok sa PCSO based on what you know, yung operation ng, halimbawa, sabihin na natin wetting. Kung wetting muna, wala muna itong mga AACs. Magkano talaga yung dapat papasok?
Actually,
Regions 1 to 5, including CAR, ngayon nag-expand pa hanggang Visayas. Magkano dapat? Kasi ang sinasabi niya, ang gross is 1.7 billion. So magkano dapat yung pumapasok? Of course, these are all
I think
estimates.
si Mr. Ang makakasagot
Your Honor,
niyan.
6 billion na per month, estimate ko.
Maluwag yung 6 billion per
Maluwag
month.
dahil sa 200,
Well,
200 daily.
Pareho rin itong, yung pag tinotal itong kanina yung binasa ko, monthly easily nasa mga 6.05 billion. No, as against the 1.7 billion.
Maluwag
So,
yan.
what will PCSO do about this? Kasi kung ganito yung alam nating potential na nawawala, between 1.7 and 6 billion, magkano yun? 4.3. Yun ang hindi natin nakakapture. Dahil sabi nga ng PNP, whenever manghuhuli sila, bukod sa kakasuhan pa yung mga tao nila, merong ID. At pag hinanap nila yung listahan ng mga personnel ng AAC, sasabihin sa kanila, hindi pa naka-update. Inaayos pa. So, simple ang solusyon, pero ayaw natin gawa ng solusyon. That's the issue here. And here we are, we're trying to craft legislation. Lalong malilegalize natin lahat ito pag hindi natin na-plug yung loopholes this early. That's what I'm saying. So, board, members of the board, do something, do something.
Yeah, Mr.
Ang
Chair.
question is, the bigger question is, can you overrule the GM? No, in reality,
In reality, if the board,
let's be frank with each other.
if the director, which is three of us,
Four, you're four.
and the chairman, we can overrule the GM. Because ngayon dapat na malaman, Mr. Chair, and tulungan nyo kami. Kailangan ang iupo dyan na GM. And again, GM Balutan, I'm not interested on your seat, nor the chairmanship, because the president has his own order to me. Okay? You have to use your head why I'm there. Alam niyong maingay ako, madaldal. Why the president puts me in here. I'm not interested of your seat, but I'm interested of your corruption. And I'm asking that sana ang ipalit na general manager, hindi yung incorruptible. Pare-pareho tayo nasa gobyerno. Isa lang ang ating appointing authority. The marching order of the president is to do good and protect the charity fund. Baby niya yan. Nagagalit kayo sa akin, bakit nung pagpasok ko, masyadong malakas ang dating ko sa inyo, na gusto niyo ako i-bully. Nakalimutan mo yata, Mr. GM Balutan. I fought 10 years ago with a general incoming niya yun. Ano siya? Ano ba tawag dyan? Yung nasa serbisyo pa. Lumaban ako. Ikaw wala ka sa serbisyo, hindi kita lalabanan. For the benefit of the advocacy of our very own loving President Rodrigo Duterte and for the people of the Philippines, kahit patayin mo ko, lalabanan kita.
El Rey.
Yung point lang na mention yung si Bong Pineda, I think in Camarines Sur, he is the operator because bago nag-operate yan last year, pinatawag niya yung mga mayors. And if he's really not mayors of Camarines Sur, so if he's not the true owner of Even Chance, ano naman ang papel niya, role niya, nagpapatawag sa mayor, magpapa-operate raw siya. And this is against the dummy law. So dummy po yan, at nakalagay sa IRR, bawal yan. But kung talagang, i-reiterate ko lang, Mr. Chair, kung talagang gusto nating tinuin to, sundin natin yung IRR. Ang mag-violate, tanggalin, magbayad ng bond. Immediate, hindi yung palaging sinasabi, imbestigan, mimitingin pa. Then pangalawa, Mr. Chair, bakit ang loto? Centralize ang system. Ang ticket galing sa POS, alam nyo agad. Ang pagbola, transparent, nakikita sa TV. Ang mga stasyon, ina-applyan ng mga ahente kung saan. Tapos, dito sa STL, bakit hindi natin gawin kung gusto talaga natin tigilin yan? Di ba? Dapat transparent, ang bola, nakikita. Tapos, sabi nyo, may PMRR. Bakit? Sundin nila yan. Kung hindi sundin yan, wag na natin antayin ng 1 taon. Wag nyo nang sabihin po na probation. May kontrata eh. We are awarding you this permit to operate based on PMR. Nag-violate, palitan. Maghanap ng marunong at hindi mandaraya. So yan lang po, point Mr. Chairman, in aid of legislation. Kung talagang gusto natin tamain to, kaya po ng PCSO yan. Hindi yung sabi nila, STL will stamp out wetting, pero lahat ng procedure wetting. Salamat po.
Sige.
Yes, Your Honor. Bugbog sarado na. First of all, I would like to submit this records, all the incorporators and officers of all AACs. You can verify. I understand you were furnished with these copies. For example, in Ramloyd, they changed the incorporators. Iba na po yung laman nito. Kaya, second po, yung sa transparency.
Pero maski palitan ng pangalan ng incorporators, incriminating na nga yung Ramloyd eh.
Opo, I think,
Saka Mr. Chair, yung Even Chance, na-accuse na ng illegal gambling noon na 2012 eh.
Dinisqualify nyo na. Bakit pa sila pa ang binigyan nyo? I mean, sabi ng si Ma'am Galuyo ba yun? Gabuyo, under oath, na ang board raw ang nag-decide na i-grant despite na disqualified sila. And sino yung board nun? Kayo po, si General Corpus, and bakit yung in-award disqualified? Tapos, pinasira na nun ng PCSO based on illegal gambling activity. Tapos, pag-upo ni General Corpus nun, sabi niya, yung mga dating nag-ooperate ng STL, mga mandaraya yan, mga gambling lord yan, they defrauded the government on billions, and yet, the same company who defrauded the government was awarded the AAC, and for almost 1 year, they continue to defraud the government. What is your stand, Mr. Chair? Thank you po.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Rang.
Your Honor, ano ko lang itong comment na yung pinakita kanina, kung bakit emotional kami ni Ms. Sandra, nakikita nyo naman. Talagang bugbog sarado kami sa power na binigay sa kanya ng Presidente. Ginagamit niya pati sa PCSO, nakita niya naman. Ang itsura niya, ginagawa niya kami scam, pero siya itong napakawalang yaw, titignan niyo. Kaya pinapayuhan ko yung classmate niya na chairman, baka pag nagkasakit siya, titirahin niya agad yan. Nung una, inuulit ko, magkakampi kami nung una, galit siya sa STL eh. Nung una kinamayan niya ako. Tapos nung magkasakit si Corpus, biglang siya ngayon ang tagapagtanggol ng kasi siya na kumukuha ng pera eh. Ganun na story niyan. Impossible. Nung una, impossible na, nung nagkasakit yung isa, siya sumalo, siya tagapagtanggol. Dati ang sagot niya sa akin, nakurap na ng kabila yan. Isipin niyo yung sagot na yun. Tapos ngayon, tinitira na kami ni Ms. Sandra. Tapos tingnan niyo to ha. Ang haba na ng pinag-uusapan, tingnan niyo to ha. Kanina pa kayo nagsasalita ng charity. Ang liwanag dito, di ba, ang mandate nyo is charity lang talaga. Bakit nakalagay dito charity fund 30%? Ba't nagbibigay kayo ng charity sa municipality? Uulitin ko ulit ha. Sa Congress, provincial government, sa CIDG, police, CIDG. Paano nyo i-audit ngayon? Sino may sakit dyan? Ang daming may sakit, ba't hindi nyo unahin nyo na sa ibaba? Ano tawag dyan? Charity o bribery? Para lang maka-operate ka. Pati mga pulis natin kawawa eh. Tatanggap kayo ng pera sa mga gambling lord, tapos ID-han nyo.
Anyway, kindly respond to the question of Congressman El Rey. Na-DQ na raw, bakit na bigyan pa rin ng lisensya?
Palagay ko ang naging kondon, patakaran or pamantayan is yung experience po nung
No,
AEC.
teka muna. Hindi pwedeng palagay ko kasi kayong tatlo yung nasa board eh. Your Corpus,
Sir,
ikaw at saka si Marlon. So, hindi pwedeng palagay ko. Meron kayong decision sa board
Yes, sir.
na in spite of the disqualification, siya yung nabigyan ng award. Yun ang tanong ni
There is this SMG, this STL monitoring group. This is the subgroup that deliberates all the pertinent documents and applications of the AECs po.
But who finally approves?
We
yun nga
approve.
eh.
Opo.
Dinisqualify nyo sa board, pero meron pa rin na-awardan pa rin. Yun ang tanong niya eh. Why?
Hindi, pasagutin natin siya, Chair. Sabi niya, experience sa wedding?
I understand that maybe, kasi, ganito po ang gusto ng ating Pangulo, all the illegal numbers game should go through STL na ngayon. So the generic name is STL na. Kanina pa pinaliwanag ko na wedding ito, masyaw, illegal numbers game, should mag-legal na lahat. Mag-legal na lahat. Yung hindi po siya mag-legal, yun po will be, we will apply the legal action. Lahat ng legal action. Those who will not enter into...
Fine. Okay na yon. Kung
Opo.
dati silang illegal,
Nag-legal po.
Okay
At
yun.
nakakuha po tayo ng maraming...
Excuse me, ang problema hanggang ngayon, hindi naman nag-illegal eh.
Illegal pa rin.
Nahihirapan nga yung PNP.
Correct po.
You heard their testimonies kanina, di ba? Nagkakaisa naman sila, wala nang kumontre. Isa yung experience. Illegal pa rin yung operation under the guise of being legal.
So we are not tolerating that and we'll go after them. With of course
hindi nyo nga sinususpend yung license eh.
with the help of every yung stakeholders doon sa area po. Just like yung law enforcement kami, I know, medyo may butas pa yung IRR, kaya nga isang taon pa lang po kami. We will, yun po
Mr.
ang
Chair,
upuan namin.
can I say something? Wala pong butas ng IRR. Napakaganda ng IRR kung susundin lang po. Ngayon, sinabi nyo na on record, kaya inawardan nyo dahil may experience sila sa weteng. Okay, that is questionable, but sige, for the benefit of the doubt, yung illegal magiging illegal. Pero as of today po, illegal pa rin eh. Pinakita ko na nagpapataya sa bata. Legal ba ho to? Itong pataya na to, legal ba ho to? I mean, this is not a PCSO prescribed, Mr. Chair.
Diretsong tanong na lang, will you revoke the license of even chance ba yan?
Yes,
No.
based on
will you revoke
evidence.
it in the next board meeting?
Yes,
Based on what was
we will
presented?
subject that to the board
No,
wisdom
you are
of
the
the
board.
board.
They were asking you already. Mr. Balite, what will you do based on the evidence as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
You will revoke.
Based on evidence.
Sandra,
Very much. I will revoke.
attorney,
Yes, Mr. Senator, based
Chairman.
on the evidence presented.
chairman.
Yes, sir. And based on due process, we should also notify him and
Yeah,
hear his
of
side.
course.
So
GM
we'll,
is also a
recommend
board
for-
member.
Yes, I concur with the chairman with due process.
Mr. Chair, just would like to add,
How long will be your due process?
ASAP, sir. And before we will present it to the board, the result of our notice and hearing.
Ako, I would suggest a general review of all the AACs na lang, ano? And find out, in consultation with the police, yung mga violations, especially yung mga glaring violations. Let's not focus on even chance alone, ano? Kasi kung merong mga, sabi ko nga, parang microcosm yung nangyari sa Kamsur. And it appears, eventually, ganun talaga nangyayari sa ibang lugar. So I think there should be a general review of all these AACs.
Mr. Chairman, dagdagan ko lang sa sinabi ng ating chairman. Siguro lahat ng mga permits ng STL i-revoke siguro muna natin, and then gagawa tayo ng guidelines. Kausapin natin yung kapulisan because PCSO, wala kayong enforcement arm, no? Not like the GAB na mayroon silang enforcement arm. So siguro bago tayo magbigay ng permit doon sa STL, siguraduhin muna natin yung enforcement arm natin na ma-implement ng mabuti pagka may mag-violate ng rules and regulations sa PCSO. Siguro yung mga, especially doon sa mga operators na dating illegal and then maging legal, ang gagawin natin is kailangan siguraduhin natin na wala mag-illegal. Like this issue na sa Camarines Sur, at hindi lang siguro dyan, sa iba pang lugar, no, iba pang lugar, especially doon din sa Jensan, sa Jensan General, kung hindi lang kasi doon ng may din nakatago din na ibang games din, hindi lang yung STL. So siguro aksyonan natin yan. I suggest na i-revoke muna lahat ng STL permit, and then gagawa kayo ng guidelines with the board and the chairman para maayos. I just want to before I end my suggestion, I just want to remind everyone, the boards, chairman, general manager, all the members of the PCSO, give this what the Bible says: if a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand. If a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. So, isa lang kayo dyan. Kung ano yung problema, sa tingin ko kasi milyon-milyon tao nanonood sa atin, nakikinig sa atin ngayon. formula is not good in a agency na lahat kayo magkaisa lang, magkasama kayong lahat, hindi kayo nagkakasundo, nag-aaway-aaway kayo, nagkawatak-watak kayo. Paano nyo ma-implement, magampanan ang trabaho nyo sa isa't isa, especially ang itong PCSO napaka-importante, no, napaka-importante ng papel ng PCSO sa pagtulong sa mga mahihirap na tao. Yun
Pwede
po
ko
ang
Pwede
importante.
ko bang dagdagan yung sinabi nyo na quote sa Bible? Magsama-sama kayo sa kabutihan.
Mr. Chairman. Yes, if I may, Mr. Chairman, while maganda ho yung suggestion ni Senator Pacquiao, but we also have to consider pagka automatic kung i-revoke nating lahat. 17 billion is generated annually. Maganda ho yung sinabi ni Congressman El Rey. There's an IRR, which the only thing that we have to do is implement it. Bagamat bago ho kami dito at kaya ngayon pa lang natin na-realize lahat nito, I think dahil ho sa mga na-obserba natin, what we could do, implement it, yung mga ACCs na nagva-violate, then we suspend or revoke them, pero kung outright kung i-revoke nating lahat,
Yes, Mr. Chair, in line with the
matutulungan natin.
Hindi, maganda yung point ni Senator Pacquiao. Gusto ko lang tanungin po in aid of legislation. Kasi ang stand ng PCSO po, hindi na raw nila kailangan ng mayor's permit. Sa Camarines Sur, yung mga mayor nag-file sa court, tini-RO. Sabi ng court, kailangan may mayor's permit. So meron na pong armas ang pulis na hulihin sila dahil walang mayor's permit. Sa ibang probinsya, hindi ko alam kung anong ginagawa. Mahigit 100 beses ko pong binabasa ang Republic Act 1169. Wala po ditong nakalagay na exempted kayo. In aid of legislation, sabi nyo noon may Supreme Court decision, bibigyan nyo kami ng kopya, hanggang ngayon wala. For the record lang, ano ba ang stand nyo? Kailangan ba ng mayor's permit o hindi? Because we strongly believe na kailangan. Then, dapat linawin nyo po to kasi yung walang mayor's permit na nakarenew ng January, pwedeng ipatigil ng pulis po yan. Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor, and I confer with the members of the board that we require them to have mayor's permit because in my experience, no activity in the city or municipality if there's no mayor's permit. So that's our stand.
Mr. Chairman, that is a 360 turn from the previous position of the PCSO. In our hearing December 11, sabi nila, hindi kailangan. So is that a policy now adopted by the board? Is that official?
Okay.
No, kaya nga eh. But if that is your stand, you should mag-issue na kayo ng memorandum to all AACs asking the mayors for a permit. Kasi as of now, they're still operating with no mayor's permit. And as the issue raised by Senator Honasan earlier, kung gusto nyo ma-stamp out to, involve yung LGUs.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Chairman, what we could do is during the board meeting, we will take it up, and if there is a unanimity among the board or majority decision, then it could be a policy that all ACCs will be required to secure a mayor's permit before they operate.
Is that,
Sige.
that's a problem, Mr. Chairman, na in my place in Jensan, na they are operating without informing the LGUs, walang permit sa LGU, hindi man lang pinaalam sa kanila, nag-ooperate na sila kaagad, doon nagka-problema. I'm not saying na nag-oppose ang LGU dahil illegal, no. Nag-oppose sila dahil hindi man lang nagpaalam. Siguro, if not necessary to revoke all the permits issued to all the operators, maybe the board will convene and gagawa kayo ng guidelines na all the operation of STL sa lahat ng sa buong bansa kailangan nilang magpaalam sa LGU. Kasi alalahanin natin, mayroon din tayong mga panukala na sa kanya-kanyang city, province, munisipyo, may kanya-kanya din silang mga panukala na ginagawa para sa kabutihan ng lugar nila. Para maintindihan natin yan. So, I think what we need is permission or permit from LGUs to operate STL in their places.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Yes, napakaganda ho ng suggestion ni Senator Pacquiao, and like what Congressman Elry suggested earlier, what we will do is we will deliberate on it and require it. Kagaya ho ng sinabi ni Senator Lacson, magandang kakampi ng PCSO yung mga LGUs in monitoring illegal activities, so that yung requiring the AACs to secure a business permit from the LGUs before they operate would be one step towards attaining that purpose.
Alam nyo, in conclusion, because it's already past 1 o'clock, I'd like to think and I'd like to look at the three of you as a breath of fresh air in the PSA. And please don't fail us. Kasi kung ganyan ang situation, mukhang ang gulo-gulo at saka mukhang walang sistema eh. So, ngayon, full complement na yung board. Palagay ko may mangyayaring something positive in the near future.
Mr. Chair, with our new leadership, Chairman Pinili, rest assured, sir, na ako po, I'm a team player. I'm a good soldier to you, Mr. Chairman. At wag lang tayong hahaluan ng mga corruption dyan. At alam nyo naman po, ako ay nilagay dyan para magbantay. At again, for GM Balutan, ilagay nyo po sa isip nyo na hindi po ako nag-aspire dyan sa upuan mo. Ikaw lang ang nagsasabi. So ngayon, nationwide, I'm saying that I am not interested to get your seat. Mag-ayos ka lang, tigilan mo yung corruption dyan, magkakasundo tayo. Because now, ngayon po, ako, Mr. Chairman, ikaw lang po ang nagpalambot ng aking puso nung ako'y tinawag mo. I feel that you look like a father to me. Unlike dito sa dalawang general, si Corpus at saka si Balutan, na agad nyo akong binuli na miscalculate mo ako, GM Balutan.
Yes, sige. Hindi tayo matatapos dito.
Masyado na po akong
Alam niyo mga pulis, hindi
bagbog sarado.
unahan sakay.
Your Honor, I've been in the military service for 37 years and 4 months. Impeccable po. I have never asked anything for anything from anybody. Malinis po yung aking naging serbisyo. I was plucked out from, even when I am active member of the armed forces, 3 months before my retirement, kinuha na po ako ng presidente. Ngayon po, day 1 pa lang doon sa aking pagiging general manager last 2016, I tried to protect the image and reputation of PCSO hanggang ngayon. But pagka nakikriticize ang PCSO, because I now belong to the family of PCSO, sumasakit po ang loob ng ating mga empleyado sa mga maling paratang. Wag sana po akong i-silence ng husto because I've been there in many battles. I've survived more than 50 combat encounters and 4 ambuscade. Hindi po tayo iba dyan. So, that we will never experience by anybody. Yun lang po at sumasakit ang loob ko pagka ganun nga. If you have something na kinurakot ko, you can file any cases in any court. I will handle that.
Yeah, klaro. Anyway, on that note, we will...
Mr. Chair, in closing, 30 seconds.
Sige.
Hindi, ano lang po, let's take the example of the President. Si Presidente nag-appoint sa inyo. Si Presidente, rumor of corruption, ang dami niya nang tinanggal. DILG, si NIA. Ito, malakas po ebidensya, hindi lang sa Camarines all over the country. The President has set the example. Let's just follow the example he wants to everyone to follow. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, before you
Yes, Senator Pacquiao.
close the hearing, I just want to remind everyone na our goal is to fulfill our duty to serve the people, especially this PCSO agency. Malaki ang rules na ginagampanan nito dahil mahihirap na mamamayang Pilipino ang tinututukan natin dito. I think how can we serve the people kung tayo ay divided, no? Kung ano man yung mga problema, siguro ano lang yan, misunderstanding, miscommunication. Siguro kailangan pag-usapan before we help the people or fulfill our duty as a servant of the people. I think we should fix first the problem inside. You know what I'm talking about. Ano yung I'm sure kayo naman may mga puso din kayo. Lahat tayo may mga puso na ang pagmamahal palagi nandyan. No, we have to serve with harmony, unity, toward to solidarity. That's very clear na mas maganda kung may harmony, solidarity ang isang ahinsya at tingin ko marami ang matutulungan, maraming makinabang at maraming mga mahirap na tao ang magiging masaya, lalong-lalo na kung kayo ay nagkaisa. So that's all, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman, last point po. I just want to ask GM Balutan, ano ang polisiya ng pagbibigay ng financial assistance or guarantee letter sa mga mahihirap na nagpipila, nakakakuha lang 5,000, maximum 20,000, at saka itong mayayaman na nabibigyan ng milyones. Yun lang po, sir, bago
We'll
tayo
take
mag-end.
that up in the next hearing because while I said I hope this will be the last hearing, mukhang kailangan pa natin na mag-hearing uli after your board meeting come 31 January, di ba? So we'll find out kung ano yung pwede pang mga masubmit na mga documents to aid our legislation process. So with that, I'd like to thank especially the Philippine National Police. No? Alam nyo naman yung kalahati ng katawan ko, nandun pa rin eh. So, and I just hope na yung board will work in harmony. And sabi nga kanina, patungo doon sa kabutihan. Di ba? Hindi yung, pwede mag-away, basta't ang aim lang is mabuti. Basta't yung away din, you know, I can just imagine how you meet as a board. You know?
It's a promise.
Chairman Pinili, you will have your hands full. No? And I hope you can play your role very well, no? As yung conductor. And para mapag-harmonize at mapagtulong-tulungan na mapaganda yung PCSO.
I promise, Your Honor, and I'll be a good conductor to produce music. Thank you.